Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a great show for you. This is all about jewelry. And of course, we've got the best of the best in the world, but there's a lot of special opportunities coming up as far as pricing goes. So if it's something you're looking for, listen, we're getting really close to the holiday season and all the festivities and all the great events and seeing family and friends and special occasions. So this is a time when you might want to think about that very special piece to add to your collection. We have got the values that makes it easy to do so. Really easy to get in on your favorites. Maybe something that you've been eyeing or thinking about, give us a call. We are here with requests. We'll bring those out as quickly as we can. And there's an incredible lineup here to show you. Now, there's going to be a couple of top of the hours. We have, of course, 3 hours live, but there are going to be some very important top of the hours I do not want you to miss, whether it's a blue wing block D round that you're looking for in a ring. This takes me back because this feels like it feels a little bit like we're at the beginning of the collection here because we haven't seen anything like what we're going to show you tonight in a long time. But there's also going to be some bigger stones we have in pendants and earrings. We also have a really affordable, listen, I wish there were more available, but as always, we're limited on what we have. But we have a really cool morganite piece that's a pendant. We usually see rings. Had the gorgeous round the other day in a ring. Might remember it in the bridge with the pink and the white diamonds. We've got the pendant to match and everything super limited. If it's not a one only, there might be just a handful here. So it is a always good idea to call in early. Give us requests if you have them. Pam M, if you happen to be with us, we've got your piece that you've been thinking about. Luckily, it's still here for you. So if that's something you'd like to see, just say the word. And this is when we can help you out with anything and everything you're looking for, including Paraíba. There's even a carat and a half Paraíba. Usually they are about $15,000. Not the case here tonight. So we're looking forward to that, as well as so many other great pieces. But again, all limited. We're going to be flying through this show. There's even a whole earring wheel. If you are a stud earring lover and you love your white diamonds, stick around. We've got a very special wheel for you on the way. And speaking of diamonds, even the highway ring, our original highway ring is here with a carat 22 in amazing diamonds. So lots to get to tonight. Let's get started with the Congolese tourmaline. It's in a blue green actually, and it's a really striking clarity. This is not something we usually see with that kind of clarity, but look at that. A beautiful newer find for this tourmaline world, and yet it's got the blues and the greens. A little more green on this one than 50-50. I would say 60-40 on the green to blue front here, but it's a beautiful look, and it's 112-6701. So a really beautiful 74-point stone, pear-shaped, and then in this great mounting that really accentuates the pear shape and gives it some round diamonds to go with, of course. That would be your larger burnished diamonds as well as the pave along the one side. So a really stunning example. And then actually there is a pair of earrings that I think would go beautifully with this ring. So maybe we'll back to back them here. The diamond weight on this one is 44 points and it is a one only, but of course you get to change the gold if you want to. So that's a really big advantage, I think, because you know, maybe you like the yellow gold. I know, especially when there's a lot of gold showing in a ring. I think a lot of us like to see the yellow gold these days. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to switch it up, you can. But yeah, look at this earring. This is, it's a really good match in the earring. There's the earring. So there's maybe just, look at that, really close to identical there. So really cool earring. We'll show those next. So maybe you can get the whole set. But if you'd like this one, in a fabulous heavier gold mounting. That's nice to see. Take a look at it on the hand there for a moment so you can see what that's going to look like size-wise. And of course, one side of it has this really beautiful curve. The other side has more of that chevron point. So a couple of different ways to wear it. Let me switch it up. If you like to have your pear shape facing away from the hand, you can do that as well. But huge value, $19.99 supposed to be. It is What's New Wednesday. That's what we traditionally call this show. But I gotta say, there's quite a few brand new, yes, but we're also gonna sprinkle in some of those big closeout deals, some of our museum markdown, which if they're not marked down to the max, then they're gonna be melted down. So we're gonna see a few of those, and any requests at all, well, please say the word. We'll help you out with those requests as you get them in. But this one's gotta go, so let's make it $999 instead. A good old 50% off sale price right now to get that one for you. It's a beauty, isn't it? Nothing quite like getting those Congolese stones, which again, we don't know if there's copper content or not. Certainly looks a lot like the copper bearing stones we see, but really a newer find. So not something that has had enough yield to do all that testing to see the chemical elements that make it up the color. But we're gonna get to the earrings next, so that if you wanna pair them together, you can. And a pair of pairs to pair with the pair in the ring. So that's what we're going to do here. It is a beautiful look, and of course that is, the ring is still available, but I know you probably want to see these earrings to go with. So 112-6702 here, and that's going to be a brand new style. These are actually 18 karat gold. So we upgraded your gold, which is nice in an earring because I think a lot of us tend to be a little more sensitive to maybe alloys in metals when we have an earring on. So this time around, you're getting a perfectly matched pair of pairs in the 1.5 carat total weight here, and then you've got 18 karat gold as mentioned, white gold only as they stay, carat and a half in the stones. That means 75 points each on those gems, and then of course that's going to be our 31-point diamond weight that mixes the rounds with the baguettes, and love to see that. So just gives it a little extra in that the diamonds aren't all going to reflect and refract in the same way, so that makes it kind of unique and exciting. And then of course we'll show them they're not teeny tiny little studs. They're going to be that bigger earring look that we really like to see. And of course the beauty of it is you can put them however you want. So if you want to go north to south, as is, I think, pretty traditional, you can do that. Otherwise, maybe you want to point them downward, you can. Side to side or at a diagonal, it will work. But there they are, 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom in total length there. And then let me show you what one looks like on the ear as well. So you'll get all the looks here. But it's going to be a post and butterfly backing. So that's going to make it, again, that versatility, kind of spin them and turn them as you like. But here's what they look like from a distance away, just to give you an idea of the size. Besides just a measurement, of course, we like to give all the looks and all the different perspectives there. But that's a really good idea. And then, of course, you could tilt them a little bit if you want to. I mean, it just, I think, depends on, you know, your lobe shape and how you like to wear your earrings. But it's a bigger, better value than I would have expected. And especially when it goes so beautifully with the ring that we had. Just to start the show, you might want to go ahead and grab them as you can here, especially with that 18 karat gold. Let's take another look close up and get you better value than even that $39.99. Huge opportunity already, I think, because it's just, I can't think if we've ever had a Congolese blue-green pair of earrings. It certainly is more unusual and more rare. So love to see them. And you know what? Not even $19.99. We already went halvesies on the ring. Now we've gone halvesies on the earrings at $19.99. We're not going to leave them there. You get a better value, and if you dial in quickly, you are going to be very well rewarded. And we're going to take another $500 instantly off that price. So $14.99 will turn out to be your be-all end-all price on this pair. And in the 18 karat gold, a reminder of what the ring looked like. Here's the ring, and I'll zoom back so you can see them all together, because maybe you want the set. It'd be under $2,500 to do so, to get everything you see there. So the beautiful pair of earrings, the only difference is one is 18 karat gold. That is the earring right here up front, and then the 14 karat gold on the ring, which I think they're ready to go. I mean, we can change the gold color on the ring, but I don't know if you're going to want to, especially if you're taking the 18 karat white gold earrings. So $9.99 for the ring and only $19.99 for the earrings, and they're even about the same carat weight there. So all across the board, we do have a Padparacha. We have a gorgeous aquamarine. Hope you're in the mood to shop tonight. You know, one of the big in-demand pieces lately has been tanzanite earrings. I think I get why. Most of us start with rings, and then we want an earring to complement them. Well, I have the most amazing, huge rounds. This is really the theme of the night. Look at that earring. That's a big deal. And that similar style with the baguettes and the rounds. So we'll have those tanzanite studs, not drops. We do have drops too. We always have the drops, but we've got the stud in that big style that would also complement this ring. This is the one I was telling you about. I feel like I've gone back in time because it's been a while since we've seen anything of this size and that cut, especially in that very classic mounting. That one's coming up later this evening, and that's a 624 with a bunch of diamonds. That's going to give you a ton of diamond weight, and we love to see it. So that's going to be all on the way. $14.99 for the earrings and only $9.99 on the ring. So let's get to something really affordable and giftable, I think, because it's a necklace, and it doesn't mean you can't gift it to yourself. I think every time we as women purchase something for ourselves, and boy, do we deserve it, right? Because being a woman's not always easy, and I don't think it's really ever easy. But I got to say, it's nice to have some little treat for yourself. If you love to get great jewelry, it doesn't mean that you have to wait for someone to gift it to you, because maybe you know what you love the best, and that's a necklace that you could find, I think, very giftable. And it's going to be a beautiful fan design, which is actually going to be white gold or yellow gold. But here's the deal: we only have one in yellow gold. It's item number 1121076, and this is pave diamond work at 16 points, but then it's that little graduated style. It almost reminds me, think like the smile necklace, but in miniature version, but with a little more kind of a flared, tasseled, kind of ruffled look with the 16 points. This isn't about getting the biggest collar in the world. This is about a little accent for the neckline that's just going to really wow everybody, and still stackable and layerable and all the things. But there's your lobster claw closure in the back. Did want to point out it's got 3 adjustable lengths, so 16, 17, and 18 are all built in. And then I do want to show you on the neckline. Remember, yellow gold is just one. We have white gold, but that's also limited to just a couple. So it's definitely a good time to dial in very, very quickly. How do you like that? That's a really pretty piece, isn't it? So you can see how it just kind of fills in the neckline there, and then we'll show it one more time on the hand, and then we're going to get you a great value where it's under $500. So the full chain should be more. We're going a lot lower than $499. So this is a better value, and yet if you want to pick up a couple, you can. White or yellow, remember, it can stack and layer with all your other favorite pieces that you already do wear and that you have. It doesn't mean you put those aside, but we've got this one for $399, and then I'll show you up close as well, because I want you to see the detail of the pave and the way this little fan design, and actually it's not going to sit flat either. Do you see that? It's got a little elevation throughout the profile, so it actually has that longer portion through the middle, then graduates just a little shorter on each side, and then you have that diamond cut chain with that full adjustability. So $399 only. If you'd like the white gold, we're good. Yellow gold, only one, and that is it. So a really quick opportunity, and there's not much in the fine jewelry world today, even in demi-fine. If you were shopping demi-fine, which is usually like a plated metal over some kind of base metal, that would be considered demi-fine, and yet that's tough to do in price point, even in that world of jewelry. So $399 if you'd like it, white or yellow gold only, and that'll be that. So our final 60 seconds on that one. I just love it when we have opportunities to give you a couple opportunities too, because maybe that's going to be something you do give one to you and one to a loved one, and you're wearing the piece together, and it's what makes it so much fun to have VS Diamonds. And yet it does not matter if it's 5 carats in diamonds or 50 points in diamonds or 16 points like this is. We are always about the finest in diamonds. It's always about quality first. So don't think for $399 that you're having to forego that quality we love and that you come to know us for and expect from us. That's what we do every single day, no matter how low that price gets. That value, it's so there because you're still getting those really important VS diamonds. So we have 30 seconds left on this one. White or yellow gold, still have that yellow gold, which is kind of amazing, and then that beautiful diamond cut chain. A big Wednesday night ahead, and lots and lots and lots to get to. And if there are any requests, I would love those. I got to tell you, we don't have as many pieces brought out, because we really think this time of year it's going to be a time when we see a lot of requests come in. So I encourage you, do never ever be shy about getting those requests in, but especially on a night like tonight with the holidays fast approaching. To think we are a week and a day away from Thanksgiving. Amazing. And $399 on this one if you like it, and we'll see who we've got taking one. I know, Jess, you've got the white gold, then we've got another white gold, so we're still going the white gold, but we only have now 2 left in the white gold. Still have that yellow gold available at $399. So last call there, and thank you so much. Way to go. And don't forget about those Congolese stones, that beautiful ring and that earring. They're really made to go together. So I hope you'll think about getting that set. And then are you ready for Savorite? Savorite, platinum. We even have golden zircon earrings that are here in drops. They've been here a while. We're discounting them tonight. Take a look at this, though. This is Savorite in a highway style of its own. We have a highway band coming up later today in all diamonds. But this one, yes. Oh, thank you so much. What color are you getting? Because we do have the white and the yellow gold still available, but counting them down. So here we are. Savorite's going to be 112368. Thank you so much. Diamond necklaces continue to go out. I think it's only going to be a matter of seconds before they're sold out. And here we are with our really special platinum piece. This is my 123. It's our carat 23 in that pear-shaped Savorite garnet. And of course, a rarity is always the case when you get a Savorite garnet. We know those are one source on the planet. And then you've got that really beautiful color, but it's not too dark. That's where they sometimes fail us, is sometimes they get a little too dark too easily, and then you miss out on the beautiful bright greens that you want to have. 12 points in diamonds. This is a great everyday wearable style. It is hefty, though. It is a weighty piece. This definitely gives you a lot to feel when it's on. I love that. And Tracy says, welcome to Wednesday. Yep, exactly. Welcome to Wednesday. It is. It's the maybe the end of the day, but we're just getting started and we're here. And by the way, we have some exciting news. I told you gave you a little tease on Monday. I'll give you some hints as to what's going on. We have so much to share with you, so many big things happening that I'm going to be telling you about. So I can't have you miss a show or a minute of any show for the next week or two, because we have announcements every single day, and I'll be starting off with one of those announcements here in just a little bit. So, but here's our Carat 23 in platinum. It's a multiple, what we call the highway style, because when you have bands that are essentially all in one but zigzag and wrap around, it's a really pretty way to go. But it's our Savarate that's really beloved here because it's that great color. But then you have the diamonds that are just on the one band. The rest are going to be sleek and mirror finished, and then of course that is platinum, which we enjoy seeing in there. You get a couple more diamonds on that second band, that middle row there. But it's really, again, it's a weighty piece. It's a great way to affordably get a Savarate, which they aren't usually, because $29.99 is considered affordable. We are taking it a lot lower than that, that's for sure. So come on in. It's a good time to dial in early when we are dealing with a lot of one-of-a-kinds as usual tonight. And then we'll get to those tanzanite earrings shortly because, well, I know we're going to need a bunch of them and we only have one. So we'll show those on the early side here. But this is my big time Savarate and platinum. Also, it's $29.99, but we're changing it. And we're actually taking $2,000 off, but that's not it. At a $9.99 value, that's pretty darn good. We're taking it lower than that for you. And here's what it looks like on. It may be a little smaller size right now, so I'm just going to pop it on my pinky for you there. That's what it looks like, just to give you a perspective on the width of the band overall, how it's going to do that crisscross. Yet it's not just one straight across band. It has a little bit of an asymmetry to it in that it's wider on this side than it is on that side. So let's take another discount for you. Get it out the door. How about $888 only on that platinum? It's like having 3 rings in one, and you'll definitely notice when you feel it and when you wear it, it definitely has the weight of more than one ring. Even if you're accustomed to heavier, bolder styles like we typically have, you're going to be very pleasantly surprised when you feel this one. Do not let the cutouts and the negative space fool you. It's still got a lot of great weight to it and that heavy density that platinum gives us. Hey, blue zircon lovers, we got a good one for you tonight. And there's also morganite on the way. We'll be doing that pendant shortly because it is so limited. And it's that gorgeous round that we love so much that really, I was likening one the other day to a pink diamond. I said it was better, and it really was. We do have the pendant to match, and it's gonna, be a little preview. Ooh, it's another one of those pinky purples. That is some deep color for morganite. So that's coming up, but very limited. So we'll show that to you. That's gonna have to be a first hour item because even my multiples are limited. So here we go. Last call on this one, 888. We'll see who's got it. And then I do have Padparasha. This is one of the biggest markdowns I've ever seen on any sapphire here. And it just happens to be the rarest color or colors, because even though we brand this as Padparasha, well, it's a pink and it's an orangey color together, and yet you've got the rose gold here. Now you can change that. No, you can't. Oh no. Okay. Well, you can't. It's going to stay as it is. So this one's already been customized, and yet, actually, it really works with that stone, doesn't it? The pinky colors of it, the little bit of golden glow it's got as a secondary hue. 1125281 is the item number. This is going to be a rock star of a value because sapphires of a carat 43 don't ever come this low. This is unheated material, so it's all pure and natural. You get really one of those. I mean, a lot of sapphires, most all, get heat treatment. Most every gem on the planet gets heat treatment. That's not unusual. It's not just sapphires that do that. It's most stones, right? Most natural stones, they get a heat treatment to bring out the best of their color. Well, in this case, didn't need it. All natural through and through, amazing color. And then the split shank with the 82 points in the diamonds. Now, I would not wait if I were you, because this is one major value. And I know a lot of us that hear the word Padparasha, we know exotic stone, we think high prices. You would be accurate on that. Here's what it looks like on the hand. What a piece that is. And yet, we'll size it for you, so no need to worry about that. We do that on your pieces when we can, which is most of the time. But it stays as is in the rose gold. But look at how it adds such a great base to those white diamonds that are going to sparkle all the way from side to side. Plus, you're getting a $59.99 should-be ring. That's where it began. That's where it started. That's where it should go. We're going a lot less than that. We've got markdowns all the way throughout the evening. It is not an exception. We're gonna, I mean, it's everything, whether it's brand new, whether it's been here. Honestly, it's everything being marked down for you so that nothing gets left behind at the end of the show. Now, instead of 59 or 49 or 39 or 29, we're going to take it lower than even $19.99, which is the giveaway on the ring. That means the mounting, but the stone is where it's at. And really, I think that, again, when you're talking about a really beautiful color blend, it's actually got a little lavender as well. So sometimes really unusual Padparashas are going to give you more than just 2 colors. Sometimes they can really be a little blend or almost recipe of 3. And that's what you're getting here. The pinks and the goldens and a little lavender. Either way, it is a truly remarkable rare sapphire. Again, super unusual to get the all natural material where it didn't need anything. And how about that for the clarity too? Because the heat treatment isn't something in the case of sapphire that only enhances the color. The heat treatment would normally enhance the clarity as well. This didn't need it. Just when you look at that clarity and think, oh, it had to have been treated in some way, it was not. So that's also a very important thing to note about this stone and about its clarity. And no, it is not going to be even $19 or $18 or $17.99. This is one of the big blowouts of the day. That's why it's starting here early in the show before a lot of people even join us here and tune in. But that's going to be $17.77 to the very, very, very first caller. So come on in. We have one that stays in the rose, but we can size that for whatever finger you want to wear it on. And then shortly we'll get to that morganite. I did want to highlight something as well in the world of tanzanite. This is a huge emerald cut, and it's not just that, it's the mounting and the fact it's got one of those designer styles where the diamonds are also set in the profile and the gallery. So that's very exciting. Then we have that big tanzanite in the Asher cut, great Paraíba coming your way. There is the purple pink Cuprian as well that is going to be here, and it's in a pear shape and it's lovely. But let's get to our earrings. These are super exotic and rare. And so what we're going to do, and call me on the earrings and still the Congolese, and call me on the fabulous necklaces. We'll see if we have one left for you there. And then this is so special. This golden zircon, which looks for the world like yellow diamonds. It is time for them to go. They have, it's funny, I've been looking at these for probably, I'm no exaggeration, it's probably been 3 years that these have been here. And I've refused to show them because, well, $59.99 I thought would be a little more than what we're used to spending on earrings, especially a zircon earring. Now, we know they're rare, we know they're specialty. I'm gonna make sure that you see them up right here as best I can here at side by side so you can see the incredible matching of these stones, but that really is the look of a yellow diamond. And it's gonna be at number 1114890. They are specialty. Now I'm gonna try one on because there's a little bit of a drop. There's 540 total weight in your zircons here. They're the golden yellows, but they're really into that kind of a deeper, what we'd call like a vivid yellow diamond color is really what it's closer to. It doesn't have a lot of orange or brown to it. Here's the length you're gonna get. They are about 1 inch. I would say a little more if you're including the arch of the lever back, but really the face value of what you're getting is 1 inch. I'll pop one on. It's a lever back, so it's really easy and secure. We know that. And then no extra backing to worry about. It's all in one, but this is gonna be a heck of a value because when you talk about, and I know we don't do a lot of big yellow diamond earrings, because we don't have a lot of big yellow diamonds, right? So yellow diamonds are usually put into rings first and foremost. So it's a very different deal to be able to get something like this that's actually brought together. So my point is, if you're looking for something even to match a yellow diamond ring you have, this may be the way to go because it's probably going to be the closest you find. And especially when yellow diamond earrings, no matter what, would be certainly a lot more money than where this is going to be. And so we're going to take them a lot lower. Let's take another look at them close up. They're no longer going to be that $49.99 price tag. That's why I haven't shown them over and over and over for so many years. See them almost every day. Don't show them at $5,000. Well, now I've got absolute carte blanche to just go ahead and do exactly what I think it's going to take to basically blow everything out. Because we're going to move some inventory here, right? And that is, look at that match. I mean, that is a gorgeous, almost looks like little bright LED lights within it. When that's all the stone and it's cutting and all brought together here, and we're going to take $4,000 off and make them $9.99. And hopefully that is going to get the earring a home once and for all when they've never been brought down that low. And certainly you could see why, because the great matching, and I'll hold the other one up here if I can so you can see that really, really well side by side to see the match in the colors they're going to give you. And it's our very last call at $9.99. But that really is, it is the dazzle effect of a yellow diamond like you would see in your best of fancy colored diamonds if we had 2.5 or 3 carat rounds to show you matched up like this, and we don't. So this is the closest thing, and there they are together so you can see side by side how bright they are, how spectacularly bright because of that double refraction, we know that. even diamonds themselves can only give you single refraction. So those should hopefully go at $9.99. I would wear them just like you do your yellow diamonds. Wear them in the same way. It'll match everything. This is a color that is as bright as sunshine, so I feel like it does give that pop and brightness and personality to every time someone makes eye contact, they see those earrings right next to your facial features, and it just really is bright and bold and lovely. So $9.99 on those. We're going to move along. We have the big tansy earrings. Are we ready for this? Because it's one of the biggest values we have of the night. So we're just going to bring them out. We might as well. I'm on an earring mission here. And this is how I would wear them, with the baguettes on east and west sides here. It's item number 1126729. What a beautiful look this is. Must tell you, they're 18 karat gold. There they are again, and you can obviously rotate them as you like. So I'll put one way and the other way, because if you want to wear them with the baguettes, honestly, it doesn't probably matter that much how you wear them. Just want to point out that there are two large baguettes that are going to be the only break in your halo design. This is a something I wish we had 100 pairs of. That would be nice. 1126729, just for the record, there is one pair and one pair alone. So they're not going to last very long, because we know, well, they're incredible value. They're also first time on the air, but I think it's what we've needed more of and just can't do because of the limitations we have on what's left in this collection overall. It doesn't give us the ability to bring you too many of the Blue Wing Block Ds paired up, no matter what shape, no matter what size. These are 561, by the way, so you're getting a lot of carat weight here because you've got 561 total weight, so you're getting about, I think they're close to 3 carats, 280 or so on each one in the rounds, which are exquisite and very, very rare. Now, we do happen to have the ring later, so if you're just getting started with the Blue Wing Block D party and you want a ring to go with it, we'll have that later on tonight. But 561 in stones, 18 karat solid gold, a diamond halo, but again, more interesting than most halos we see, thanks to the fact that it's going to be the 62 points in both baguettes and rounds together. So I think that makes it more unusual. I'm going to pop one on. You know how affordable, even the drops I had on Monday, so affordable. We've been seeing some really big discounts on our earrings, but not everybody needs a drop. Drops are a little bit more dressy. Maybe this is how you like to have your earrings show off. In 561 total weight, stays in the white gold, one pair only, 62 points in the diamonds. And I'm going to show you what one looks like from afar, because it's definitely, instead of a typical little stud, it's more of what we call a button style earring, where it's got some really serious size to it. I'm going to show you the diameter here. Break out a ruler for the earrings. Why not? Because that's how sizable they are. They are a ½ an inch in their diameter, including that halo. And they are an incredible buy. I still can't get over this price tag. Well, where they started, and consider they're brand new, but $79.99 is where they're supposed to be. I want to give you a look here at the one on the ear so you can see how, let's just take a look at how that size of ½ inch in diameter translates so that you can see them on the ear. You can see I popped the baguettes north and south there, which I love. I love the idea of just kind of positioning them where either your baguettes are north-south or east-west. I think that's a really good way to go. But you see how they still fit on the lobe? It's a center post. It's a butterfly back. So they are going to sit right there for most of us on the lobe. They're not going to give you a drop. They're not going to fall forward. They come with these great oversized backings. But this values everything, and I think we may already have a couple of people on the phone lines thinking about them. Take a look at them close up. And we're going to do better than $79. Even half off at $4,000 is an incredible buy. Oh, this is what we've been waiting for. And the ring later. Oh, the ring is the perfect match, but you may already have one. Let's face it, you may have a ring already, and it's going to work beautifully with it. But this is going to be one of our best per carat values. They're under $3,000. I'm not doing $29.99 either. We're going even lower than that. Oh, you're going to love them. But they're not even $29 or $28 or $2,799. This is epic. And to get a stud, it's the only one we have like it. The whole inventory. This is it. And we're going to make them $2,699. One caller gets them. Our zircon earring drops are still here if you'd like those, but this is the tanzanite that I know everybody's going to be thinking about and fighting over here, and no doubt they're going to go because, well, they're already gone, actually. Congratulations on those. We're going to get to our, I've got a morganite here, which is one of a kind. Before we get to the pendant, I wanted to bring out this new ring that we have for you, which, oh, wow, that's the perfect color of morganite, especially if you don't need to get pure pinky lavender. If you want to get more of that peach but very saturated, this is it. Thank you so much on those tanzanite studs. Well done. And then here we are. Brand new right now, 1126696 is our 5 carat 76 morganite. Those are nothing but pure pinks on the side, so a row of pink diamonds down either direction, also set in the rose, but then the white gold wraps around that. So it's your 576 with 25 points in pink diamonds. They are natural. Keep in mind, I know we have a lot of new people watching every single show, and yet that's going to be all natural pink diamonds, not treated, not heated, not irradiated, nothing. They are all from the argyle mine too, which is really important. And those are natural stones. So a beautiful look there in your pink and your white gold together. We're going to blow it out. This is a one of a kind. I love a pear-shaped morganite. The first design I ever did here so many years ago, nearly 8 years ago, was a pear-shaped morganite with pear-shaped aquas. Maybe, boy, if you remember that one, then you are a long-time veteran viewer. I'll tell you that, because that was quite some time ago. And yet this just never, it just always brings me back. It just one of my favorite cuts to show off the saturation of that stone. And the 576 is so important. And again, without going into that true pink or lavender like the pendant will be, and I'll show you here for the record, because when we get into our private collection pure pinks, they look a little different. This is the more classic color of morganite, but highly valued still because it's so saturated. Look at that. See the difference there? Same stone. But this I rarely get to do. Rarely do I have both options. This is the more pure pink. This is the more traditional peachy pink. So do you see the difference there? I think it's really nice to illustrate. If you've always wondered, when we say pink morganite, that's what we mean. We mean this is the more pink variety, which if you picked up that round the other day, or some of our pink morganites in the past, that will match. That's coming up. But this is the true peachy pink that is that still luxury color and really high level saturation. I'm going to try it on for you, and we're going to give you a huge value. Welcome in. It's already halfway through the first hour here on our Wednesday night. Take a look at this on the hand. I think you're going to like the way that looks as far as the way the size presents, and yet how classic it is with the pink diamonds down the sides. And we'll pop it on the other direction for you as well, so you can see what that looks like. Here it is. That's the other direction to wear it, but this is really that traditional, but look, see how intense it gets in that pear shape. The point of the pear shape, the base of the pear shape, it has this intensity of color to it, and yet we're going to bring it on down, way down. Take a look at that. That one's going down, and by the way, it started $39.99. I think it's always helpful to know how much you're saving. I think that's really important to know. And yet we've got this one coming your way for less than even $2,000. Come on in, there is just that one, and that's really important. We'll do the pendant right after this, so you can get your options, and then our morganites for the day will be over. But this one's not even $19.99. Such a precious beryl stone. Remember, the sister to aquas and emeralds and bixbite. Bixbite's like the super, super rare part of the family. This one's up there. And it's not 19, 18, 17. Grab yourself a morganite. This is for my traditionalists, but still, most of what you see out there is a fraction of this color saturation. It looks pale. You know, they say pale in comparison. That happens to be quite literal. Most morganite out there is going to literally pale in comparison because it is so light. Sometimes it's barely there. Sometimes your morganite would look more like the white backdrop it's on than what you're seeing here with that great gem with all those great colors. So it's not even $17.77. We'll blow it out for $16.99. And then we have the pendant coming up. We might as well get right to it, and it's going to be that pinky purple if you want to go with that even more rare. We've got the round coming up. It's very limited. We're going to blow it out. It's one of our most affordable items of the night, no less, so you've got a really, really, really good option, even for gift giving perhaps. So that's going to be happening next, and then let me know. Maybe you want to get the pendant. Honestly, they all still work together. They really do. I mean, any of our pink lovers out there are going to love the two sets together, but I want to show you this because this is where it is remarkable pinky purples together. It really almost looks like those purple couperines we've been seeing of late. 112-6692. This is brand new tonight, but because the color so strong, so saturated, we only have a couple to go around. It's going to be in the rose gold now, but you can change it. So if you'd rather go white, I think those are your best options here, white gold or rose gold, but you can do the yellow if that's absolutely all you wear. But look how beautiful that color is. I mean, it really, is it pink diamond? Is it couperine? I mean, it's none of the above, but it really is that. It's not kunzite, it's morganite. And that's the whole thing. That's why I'm going back to back to show you that we have different types of morganite. When we say private collection pink, I mean, that's so stunning. I mean, just the fact that it can look like kunzite, it should tell you the story here. We never see morganites that are this saturated and until really the other day. I mean, this is really a great, I wish I would have had this on Monday when I had that big round. Or was that Sunday? Either way, I think it was Sunday. When I had the big round, right? And that was so, I was trying to, you know, relay the fact that that was so pinky purple. Well, this is really the match. So carat 63 minimum, 3-point diamond is an individual diamond there. It is a white diamond. and it's in the rose gold with that split bail to it, and yet we're going to make this awfully easy. And remember, you don't have to leave it in the rose. So if you just, because I think we all have to think also about what chains we have. So I would say that if white gold is more your thing, go with the white gold because it'll look, I would prefer it in the white given that it's this color. If it were the peachy color we just saw, I say rose gold. But when it's more of the pinky purple color that's so saturated like this, I say go white gold, because that's actually going to be even a better way to show the contrast and show off the color even a little bit better. So I would recommend the white. Plus, I think we're more likely to have white gold chains in our collection than rose gold chains. I mean, that's just that's usually the case. So maybe it's going to be a little easier to adapt to your collection if you get the white gold, because you'll probably have a chain, either a sterling silver chain or a white gold chain or a platinum chain that's going to work with it. But this is the way to go about it, because we only have, of course, well, a couple to go around. That's it. Carat 63 on this round, and that's the key. Is it's still a round with this beautiful, beautiful saturation, but then also the pop of color, because it's got all that sparkle factor. Take a look at it, and it's going to be a really good one. But it's going less than $14.99, so huge value here. We're already, I mean, that's the should-be price, would-be price. Well, what's new Wednesday also means what's up with the price tag Wednesday. We got to really drop these prices. And actually, we're going to make it better than even $9.99. We already have. It sounds like Tim's already got someone thinking about it. I'm going to show you the size that you're getting and the length of it. We'll show it to you on as well, so you can see all the details of how this is going to look. But I would not wait if I were you, because we might surprise you how affordable we're going to make this tonight. Look at that. From a distance, that pastel is screaming, isn't it? It truly is. Look at that. It's going to have a measurement here about 5/8 of an inch. So that's right between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch in length. And then you've got that great split bail. I'm going to show it to you on the neckline because, well, it goes with absolutely everything, doesn't it? If you wear it a little higher on the neckline, that's what it's going to look like, maybe at 15 or 16 inches. And then, of course, you've got the option to move it on down to 17 or 18, just depending on the chain that you choose. But let's go back up close and make it a really big value where we're not even going to see this one for even $9.99 or $8.88. And operators, will you please let me know how many you get, because we may have a couple people wanting to take more than one. It's that time of year. It's gift giving season. And yep, we got some options that may even be in that giftable price point for you. How nice is that? So let's make it a little better than even $777. Come on in, because we've only got a couple. This we'll be lucky if it lasts 30 seconds. Truly, because that's how rare. And this is, no matter what, it's the rarest material Morganite-wise that you can get. That color specifically is the rarest. And we've even seen pure pinks, but this is more almost giving lavender. Already one gone. By the way, we're not selling them at $777. Well, I don't even know if we have enough to go around for the callers we have on the line now. And I'm still about to take this price lower. See, anybody else in the world would see that that price is resonating and you'd leave it there. I am about giving you as big a value as I possibly can on every single item that I bring you. That is my mantra. That is my deal. And you know what? Not even $699. Now there's no excuse not to get one. And I'll take it even lower than that. But operators, please let me know how many you have, because I'm very strict with my quantity here. And it's not even $699. Wait, I could have done my whole shows like that, and that would have helped save my voice. Does that help project my voice? I could have done the whole shows like that for the last couple of weeks. It would have been a lot better. Yeah. Oh, really? That was fast. Oh, Sheila, I'm so glad. Sheila, thank you. Thank you. She got her diamond necklace from this weekend, and she loves it. Thanks, Sheila. Hey, operators, here's what I'll do. Not even $699. Let's really, truly blow them out, even though it's brand new right now, and the rarest Morganite that we have. And I'm going to bring it down to $599 only. That's it. Now, Tim, they got to be excited about that, because they were saying yes back at $888. And they're now getting it for $599, as is anybody who calls in quickly can. And if you still want the pear shape ring to go along with it, Will, give me a call. It's still here. Still have that pear shape for you. If you want the pear shape in the ring with the pink diamonds, here we are with our fabulous, fabulous purpley pink Morganite with that lavender type color. That is $599. So, Jess, are you getting one too? Okay, so they're going with my recommendation, the white gold. So, and Tim, what color are you getting? White gold or rose gold or yellow gold? You have all three options, but I personally recommend the white gold in this design. Andy, I'm seeing a little disconnect on the phone board versus the phone bank. So do you know if we have more going out that I'm not seeing? Gotcha. Okay, so how many of these pendants do you think are gone so far, since I'm not able to tell? I'll give it 60 seconds either way because I think they might be very, very close to sellout. I have a feeling. So that's that. And then we're going to show you the Paraiba. Yep, that's going to be a matter of moments here till that's sold out. Call in really quickly if you'd like to get one. I hope you will. Very important. By the way, who got those tanzanite earrings earlier, Andy? Who? Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa. Enjoy. All right, so here we are. Last call if you want them. Are we really going to leave one here? Okay, so I'm going to buy whatever's left because I think that's a great gift idea. Because even if they were to have morganite in their collection, which is unlikely, but let's say they do, their morganite is not going to look like that. It's not going to be that level of saturation or color. That's like having a purpley pink diamond with the beauty of the size, the color, the cutting. And then the blue zircon that's brand new. Yeah, we can show that too. That's been kind of our hottest stone of late. Bring you another great example of blue zircon in a 4.5 carat size. Look at that. Yes. Taking the yellow zircon. Oh, good. The zircon earrings. Congratulations. Our golden zircon earrings are sold. Enjoy those. And now we're in last call on our pinky purple morganite pendant. And we'll let you know when those are sold out. But right now, we're still good to go. I do have one of our best tanzanite values as far as big diamonds go too with the Asher cut, the 1220. Here is, this might be a little large for a screen. That's a 1220 Asher cut with a very big diamond. So just FYI, that's here. Let's get to our blue zircon. That is hot. It just looks like it's electrified neon at its best. 1126678. How many total pendants did you get, Jess? Oh, did you get one or two? Okay. So we're still good on the pendants, and maybe not because we got a lot of calls dialing in right now. So now we're talking about zircon. So keep calling on the pendants if you'd like to get one. Here we are with an 18 karat gold mounting. We're even upgrading. The mounting, 14K wasn't good enough. We needed 18 karat white gold. A 458 oval, a split style, but listen, there's the halo that keeps it classic, and then the split shank, but note the diamonds on the sides. Very large diamond round brilliance here and here. Lovely look. That's going to be a total diamond weight of 40 points, and yet it's really all about the color. The color of that stone, the rarity of this stone, the fact that this stone had one source. That source is long gone, and now we're bringing, I don't know of anybody else who can, who will, who has this material to offer, but we are bringing it and at a discount so you can get one of the greatest values we can see on a really hot stone. And I mean, collectible as it is gorgeous. You know, if nobody knows what this is, it's still one of those that everybody stops and stares at. I've always found that to be the case with zircons is when you wear a blue zircon, there's just no other gem quite like it. So it's one of those that even if you've got a pretty extensive jewelry collection on your own as it is, if you don't have a blue zircon, you probably don't have anything quite this dramatic with the bright neon electric blues. It really is. It's different than topaz. It's different than sapphires. It's even different than Paraibas. And then you've got the double refraction within that really brings it to life. As you see there, I'm barely moving it. And you see the kind of snap that that stone has. And it is my job to make sure that we take a $59.99 ring and bring it down so that somebody who loves it right now can say yes, and can say it in such a way that you're excited and enthusiastic about the value and the savings you're getting tonight, because it's all there. And we have shown you a lot of our jewelry tonight. A lot of the jewelry I've scheduled for the show has already been shown. So this is where, again, I'm going to really need your request tonight, and really anxious to hear what you'd like to see. And then we've got an earring specialty wheel coming up next that is going to wow you. And it's going to be a huge blowout on some diamond earrings that we love, but this one's got to go. And so I will make it a huge, colossal $4,000 savings. So we're going to make it $19.99. That's it. I thought $4,000 for the ring would be good. This is a $4,000 savings. So you get it for $19.99. And that will be one only as well. And then the earring wheel. Get started. We've got quite the earring opportunity. If you are a diamond earring lover, if you are somebody who's building at this point earscapes and ear stacks, or maybe you're gifting diamond earrings, we have got such a value on 3 styles. I'll tell you, these are styles you don't see very often either. Starting with the first one that I think I've only had once for you ever. So really good, unusual very different, like studs but better. We're going to show them to you next. They're awesome. And the most high-end designer one is the one I'm going to start with here. Actually, let's build it around the butterflies because butterfly jewelry is hot. Let me show you what we have here to start. Our earring, our diamond earring wheel. And these never like to sit up on the wheel because they are very large. But there's a left and a right design, which you're going to see, that's going to give you these gorgeous, how pretty are they? I love the asymmetry of the design because butterflies sometimes are, right? And this beautiful way that I think you're going to wear one on the left and one on the right in this way so that they flare out and create that beautiful kind of like lifting and elongation when you have that flare out like they do. So that's the butterfly earring. Now we can go a little more traditional here if you like a triple stack. This is really that martini style setting that we're seeing all over the high-end designer world. But they don't even, they rarely do VS diamonds. And we have this stud. These are all going to be centered posts for you as well. So they're all really just, you know, traditional styles, easy to wear. But this is maybe my favorite, and I love a good butterfly design. But we have this one, which I don't remember seeing other than one time before. And this also feels, this whole wheel feels very couture and very high level because this is the pyramid stud that is very I'm not going to name names, but you know who I'm talking about, that does all the pyramid studs and accessories from shoes and ankle straps on shoes to bags to all their fine jewelry as well. This is really special, and every angle is going to have the pave on all four sides, but then they come to this great point. So here's our little trio, but not so little when you think about the individual size of the earrings. They're going to be all the same price. I've got carat weights here that are going to differ, of course, a little bit. Let me know who's got the zircon because that should go. The blue zircon ring at the moment is still here, but let's talk about this wheel. It's a designer, a trio of diamond designer earrings for sure, but they're all VS. We're going to start with the middle and the butterfly. That's 25 points in diamonds in the pave. And so there they are, that beautiful, more elongated style, great width to them. If you know somebody who loves butterflies, I think we all do. If you're not that person, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know, this would be quite the gift idea. Then we have the trios. This is like that little trillion style, very, very chic, very you-know-who. I mean, this is, again, these two on the sides are high-end designer looks for sure. That's going to give you actually 37 points in diamonds right over here. And then if you want to go the pave route, with these pyramid stud styles, that's going to be 25 points in, actually 24 points in diamonds. And those are all going to be set in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You get your option on any one of the three styles. So that's a wonderful thing too, because you get to choose which one you like, which gold color you need. And then maybe if we make this price low enough, how about choosing more than one because they're all so really different. So it really is that earring wardrobe builder style wheel, or again, perfect time of year when we're all searching for a great gift. We'd all love to give extravagant luxury gifts, right? But sometimes the budget's not always in agreement. This is where you're giving the extravagant designer high-end gifts, but the budget I think is going to be very, very happy. And I think that it's going to look like you gave and looks like you invested and looks like you spent far, far more than you needed to on any one of these earrings, no matter which way you go, no matter which one you choose. And again, you're getting the choice of gold color. So you're really building them and designing them on your own yourself. So that's really what makes it fun. And it's going to be, I'll try them all on too, but obviously the butterfly's the largest there, the pyramid stud's second, the trio just almost looks like a more interesting way to do a stud. They're all really stackable as far as going up the ear if you have more than one piercing, and so many do these days. So here's what we'll do on the price tag. They're all coming down lower than they've ever been before. It's another great advantage. They were $9.99 across the board. Actually, no. Two were $9.99, one was $11.99. Now we're taking that a lot lower so that you can get your pick of, you can choose your favorite, maybe get a couple. That's what I'm going for, that idea of maybe you stock up, maybe it's for yourself, maybe it's for lots of gifting. I don't think you even have anyone need to have someone specific in mind. As long as a gal's got her ears pierced, I think these are really all ageless designs. They're all really striking. I think all of them could be worn every day. I don't think any one of them presents only for a certain style. I think they all really work, but this is the lowest price they've ever been at $777. I'm taking them lower than that. So this is where you choose 1, 2, or 3 pairs of earrings and your choice of gold color, and not a single one. And keep in mind, if you want to go big diamonds, you know who you are. You go there. That's the biggest diamond weight overall, but it's also the largest individual sizes. So that's probably the most value there. Those are why they were $11.99 originally. The other two were $1,000. None of those prices apply here tonight. We're going significantly lower All you have to do is dial early because, like everything, we are lucky to have a couple, but we are limited in what we have. So it's not like I can sell these all throughout the evening to our heart's content. We can't have somebody take 40 pairs, and those are like the jewelry stores out there. I've talked to so many people lately who have bought for years and years and years from me off TV because they're supplying their own jewelry stores in their own hometowns. They've got their own jewelry businesses thanks to what we're able to bring and how affordable we bring everything. Well, this is going to be a lot easier than $6.99 or $5.99, and you can go ahead and shop them all, but they're $499 a pair. That is it. And that's why you get more than one because, well, you're getting two for under $1,000, you're getting three for under $1,500. And let me show you first the 37 pointers here. This is going to be 37 points total weight. I'm going to show you how they look on. They're all centered posts. They're all butterfly backs. So hopefully that gives you some kind of idea of how versatile and wearable they all are. That's the first option there. So you can see how that trio looks there, how they're stacked. But then again, there's that beautiful little border underneath. It's like, think of it like a little platform of gold that's really running under each one of those. But see, those would, I think, be great too, as would the pyramid studs. I think those would be really, really good for stacking up the ear as well. Let's go back to the wheel. I want to try on the pyramid studs next. And so that's the 37-point diamond weight among just 6 stones. So they're big. This is the pyramid stud detailing, which I want to show you from the side. They don't sit up too high, but they've got that very distinctive, what we call that pyramid stud. So that means it comes to a point at the very center. I love those double lines, the double rows of gold between the pave. And then you have the option of wearing them more square, or if you'd like to, more at an angle like that. So see how interesting how it changes the look there if you wear a more square versus more of a diagonal. So you can do that as well. Let's go back. I want to also show you the butterflies because everyone's trying to make those decisions. And we have every line locked up. Hopefully if it's between two, you're just getting both, right? Because this is still, it is literally a buy one, get one free, according to where they used to be priced at. So that's something to remember, is that with the minimum price used to be $9.99 on any one of those three. Here's the butterfly. Oh, do I love those two. And that's how I would think you're going to wear them with that design. So one side, that shorter side, may be closer to the face, and then you've got that larger side that flares out. All right, back to the wheel we go. So you've seen them all, white, yellow, or rose. Take a couple if you'd like, but we're going to give it a 60-second final clock on anything up there. And I think it's really nice to have great fine jewelry like that for VS Diamonds. And again, $499, your choice of. So I think that's a really nice option to get some stackables. I even think that, yes, I think those pyramid studs would go nicely in second and third piercings. So it's a really nice idea. But our last call on our Wednesday night first hour is here. So we have about 9 minutes left. Please get requesting. We haven't had any of those yet. We hope to get them throughout the show tonight. And I hope you're having a good midweek. So this is a good day to be with us here with a lot of big values. I'm very excited about a particular aquamarine. We've already had some gorgeous morganite. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Pear-shaped morganite, new register, verifying right now. I can't wait to see who that is. Speaking of morganites, and that's my sister to the stone. That's my aqua. What do you think? I think that's going to last about 20 seconds when I put that up. That is a gorgeous brand new aqua. We even have some Congolese tourmaline in a rubellite color. That's a little bit more unique. Don't see that every day. And let's see. Hey, Pam, we've got the big pinky purple Paraiba that you've had your eye on and thoughts of. Look at that. That is such perfection in Paraiba. I am still amazed at how we're blowing out that price on that purple Paraiba. So that one is coming up in this show tonight. Oh, and a bangle, a diamond bangle that's really our classic. And get requests. Like I said, any requests you have, get them in. We're happy to help you out with those. Don't forget about that. Well, the morganite is verifying, but the pot barrage is here, the zircon is here, the savarite, and the Congo tourmalines. Okay, diamond earrings, $4.99. Okay, let's move on. I know, it's so funny when we do VS Diamonds. They're so basic, right? It's like, we never see like the basics. We see the exotics, kind of like, oh, I don't know, Paraiba, like that, with pink diamonds and white diamonds together. Now that's how, the question would be, how do you get a more exotic form of jewelry than a neon blue-green Paraiba? Well, the answer would be to add a plethora of pink diamonds that are natural to the sides of it in a bridge style mounting. That is pretty cool. And that is where I'm so excited that we have this markdown in price, 1122979. What do you think of that? It's that combination that I just don't think could be any sweeter, and I'm a big fan of Paraibas no matter how they're set. They look great with nothing but white diamonds around them, but if you can see, well, pink diamonds and white diamonds together like that, that is a pretty cool way to go, isn't it? So they're remarkable stones, no doubt about it, but they're surrounding a carat 44, and that's a really good size of Paraiba, and of course, it's got the neon. There's no doubt about that. It's got the brightness and the neon and the power that very few Paraibas give us because they're usually a lot more hazy and cloudy than this. Then the pink diamonds, we're going to have that pink diamond row go right down the middle, 27 points in the pink, and then you've got the additional 77 points in the white diamonds, making up this one-of-a-kind ring that is oh so spectacular. Huge markdown on it. All of our white diamond earrings are still here if you'd like those. And now we're going to talk about value, value, value. Just one of the best of that we have ever seen in the world of Paraiba. This is it. This is one of the best ones we've ever had. It's not just because it's the carat 44. It's so remarkable in the size and the price tag. And then, of course, the pink and the white diamonds. Everything about it is it's incredible. And yet, let me try it on so you can see how big it is, because I don't think that, you know, it's one of those that doesn't get outside the realm of wearability, right? Some of our bigger Paraibas do. Maybe they're the pieces you save more for special occasions. Here's one that I think that's really wearable as far as the size and scale of the ring. It is also going to be better than $18,999, which is where it started. And that is a very fair price for a piece like this. And here's what there's the bag right there. Not shy about showing it. $19,000 piece of jewelry. Well, not exactly that price tonight. I'm here to move it. And this is how we do it for one caller. And I know it's rare to have those pink diamonds around it. It makes it though, doesn't it? Totally. Like even if you already have a Paraiba, lucky you, number one. But this will look different. It's like so many people are trying to really expand their tanzanite collections by getting different types of blue wing block Ds, whether that's the cut or the setting. Well, I think this is another way where you might explore the options you have when it comes to getting different Paraibas. The setting can make all the difference in the world, even if you already have a blue-green. If it's got the traditional white diamonds with it and nothing more, it's going to be a very different look than this is. This is not even $8,000. Well, you know what, guys? Let's do this. It's not going to be $89.99. I got to do something crazy. I gotta really just go for it. I know. You can't make a carat 44 $89.99, but I just did. And just in case that's not good enough, my dedication to moving this and getting this at least home to you, because it still won't look as good on camera as it will in person. You have to see this in person. The pink diamond combination, the Paraiba, all of that, it's not even $89.99. This is truly a blowout, and we could probably give it 30 seconds and it'll be gone. We're taking it lower by a lot. And how about another $1,000 discount to make it $79.99, first caller only. Andy, did you get the Morganite or is that still available? All right, yes, go ahead. I can. Who's that for? Oh, perfect. Yes, Lisa, you got it. Here are the Congolese tourmaline earrings again. So let's take a look at these really quickly. They were here up first today with the ring. Of course, we had a companion piece, but it sounds like Lisa already has a ring. So now she wants to see if that'll work with her ring. This is definitely that blue-green. I would say 40% blue and 60% green, approximately on that one. And it's 112.6702, and they're a carat and a half. So that's total. So 75 points in each. 31 points in diamonds, and it does have the baguettes and the rounds. Now, Lisa, they do stay in the white gold, but they are 18 karat. And that was, we did those for $14.99, Tim. If she'd like to grab those in our Paraiba with pink diamonds, still here. The highway ring is still to come. We have a very important ruby tonight, carat 53 Burma. And we have a whole bunch of Congolese rings as well later. So I wouldn't be surprised if the earrings go now, but we've got 3 different rings to show you. And this one is here at the moment. But let's get into that gorgeous aqua, because it's just simply our best. And those are sold. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at this, though. This is the one I previewed a moment ago, and it does not matter what angle you see it from. It is stunning, saturated, best of the best blue. We only bring Sierra Santa Maria's, and yet we don't usually see that color. 112, 66, 87. Brand new right now. What a piece that is. Love it. But it's not going to last. We know that. There's no way this sticks around. This is going to be a huge stone. It's 613, cushion cut, almost square, just a little bit longer than it is wide. 613 plus 63 points in diamonds. Now they're set in this striped effect. Let's take a good look though, because they're set flush into the ring. So they are actually bead set diamonds, but they're really set in a recessed line there. So they're actually going to be completely flush with the outside edges of the band. So nothing sticks up, nothing catches, no sharp edges, no nothing. Can't feel a prong in that piece. And yet look how remarkable that color is like almost like looking at a blue diamond. But even that would not be this saturated. So call me quickly. Let's blow it out. We have the top of the hour in 30 seconds, so not a lot of time left here to revel in this beauty of Sierra Santa Maria. And that's just outstanding, isn't it? Just truly one of our very best here. And let me show you, it's kind of that bigger, bolder design. So it's got this really good, almost like signet feel, right? But who says a signet style can't have a colored stone? And yet it could be men's or ladies, to be honest with you. I mean, it's sized more, a little bit larger right now, but that could be what you wear on the index finger, the middle finger, the right hand. It could be absolutely a gent's ring, no question about it. But there's some serious pop coming from that stone. And there are your rows of diamonds that are right down the sides. Just really, again, and it's not going to sit up this high. It's just about, 6 sizes too big for me. So that's why it is literally 6. Boy, that's when you know you've been in this business a while. I just looked over at the bag to see what size it is. It is literally 6 sizes too big for me. So it is one of those that, again, is one of those that's going to sit a little bit lower when it's at that proper size, kind of like that. So there's your basket work. So it's not going to be too elevated off the hand. But let's just take one last look at it, because I know this one's already being admired by many, and no doubt why, because you're getting strength of color through and throughout. Sometimes they can be a little bit more deep or dark on the outsides of the stone, but the inside center is going to be a little bit more washed out. Not the case here. Completely saturated through and through. I'm just going to help somebody own it. That is my job, after all, is to make sure that those of you that are saying, okay, now that's a stone I love, no matter if it's this ring or anything else I show you, we got to make sure it is affordable enough to say yes, that is what we do. Because I think most of the time us jewelry gals go, well, we look at jewelry all day long everywhere around, from catalogs to storefronts to everywhere else, and say, oh, I wish I could have that. Oh, I love that, but I wish I could have that. I wish I could own that. I wish I could afford that. This is where you can, because our $79.99 ring is no longer. I got the task ahead of me to move every single last piece we bring you tonight. And that is something we got to do in the next 2 hours, including whatever requests you have. Got to get those in. But this is not even $4,000. And when you feel this, it's got that heft and that weight that we don't see all that often in one ring. This is more like the heft and the feel of a bold necklace or a bold bracelet. I mean, it's got a great feel to it. And that's because it is so wide, and that's because it is supporting that very, very large stone. So we'll take another look at it here. Let's get you a great value. Not $4, not even $39.99. I'll knock another $500 off, and you can get it now for $34.99, and then we'll talk top of the hour. Big time value coming up for our top of the hour. I'm so excited about this round tanzanite. I don't know how long I can go without presenting it to you. I've already flashed it once, but this is just the ultimate blue wing block D, but there is the ultimate in our Sierra Santa Maria, and big moment there. Boy, that's a really, really good stone and strong. There's a power about this band. Oh, and let me show you the inside, because even though it needs a little rhodium in the back, this is all finished on the inside. So that's going to be solid all the way through. So yes, under gallery, but better. I mean, it's just, again, instead of adding an extra decorative undergallery, it's just solid, the whole band. And that's what's partly why it's got that great feel and that great weight to it, is because it is so solid even through the inside. So you've got the width of it being large. This one is gone. Congratulations. Thank you. And while we're here at the top of the hour, can I just show you this one? That is really, I think, our primo best here in the emerald cuts that are, when it's showing reds from the side like that, how stunning. Item number is 112-6730. And do you get requests in, guys? Because we have shown you, I've shown you like 3/4 of what I have tonight. So, and we have got 2 hours to go. So I really do need your requests. So you might as well tell me what you'd like to see. But this is 112-6730. That's an emerald cut. Right there. Look at that. That's 14 karat 64 size. Look at the mounting. This is the one that's got that setting where it builds up. It looks like a lotus blossom in the gallery. So framing going all the way up to that centerpiece from the side, which is such a great detail. It's an important detail. It's a lot of times what you see when you wear it is that side profile. That's going to be all done in diamonds. The bands that lead up, do you see that? It's not just the triple split shank on the sides. It's that profile that's also giving you diamonds all the way around. So it's just leading up to diamonds every which angle. Absolutely just beautiful. And then that double prong, the halo, that total diamond weight is 94 points. Just throwing it out there. It's in a high-end 18 karat gold luxury mounting. As we've seen all those angles, you know it is. Then we're going to bring it down to an incredible price. And yes, I know you're dying to see it on because this is that new design that we need to see even here on the hand from all the angles. I don't know. It's a pretty good look there. And it's a nice weight where that 14.5, that's a big stone, sizable, but really sits and I think wears really well in the hand. And this is what it looks like from that side profile. Check out those diamonds from the sides, every which angle. Amazing, isn't it? And I'll blow it out. It's supposed to be $24,999. No surprise there. I don't think anybody would be surprised to learn about a $25,000 price tag on a piece like this with all those reds. And again, the dynamics of, look at that. That's directly to the camera lens. Hello. Welcome to the best of the best that has ever been mined in one source in the world. Where's the lavender? Because it's not there. There's no lavender in that stone. And this one's going to be under $10,000 tonight. Somebody's got to have it. Somebody will get it. Then we're going to get to our official top of the hour here, which is amazing. But this one's got to go first. And it's not going to be even $99, $89, $79.99. We're already talking about a big value. High-end designer mounting going all the way up to that 18 karat gold that we love. And it's not even $79.99. First caller gets it, and this is why it'll go. And I'll tell you, these museum pieces have not been able to stick around. They can't. They won't. Not with these kind of values. And we're about to see why. Because it's another $1,000 off, I'll make it $69.99, and somebody is going to have the most incredibly intense Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve in the emerald cut. Even the corners are flashing reds, even right there under the prongs. Look at that, top left. Do you see that? Right where the prongs are setting the corners, it's so red, even up there by the prongs. And that's how it lights up. And if it's able to do that under these hot spotlights, imagine what that's going to do. Even all of that color, but bolder, but brighter, but more neon when you see it in person. So that is an incredible, incredible piece to own. We're going to talk top of the hour. I know that one's going to go. Just a matter of time here until it finds its home. It's hard to really even put into words because it is so much more remarkable when you see it in real life. So it's really, it's always difficult to, and this is why so many people say the same words every time when they get one at home is, that looks even better than I ever thought it would. Because it even looks better when I see it at home than it did when I saw it on camera, and I didn't think it could look any better. And then it does, because that's what happens with our really good Blue Wing Block Ds. So we are at the top of the hour. Now we do have, of course, that round coming up, which is going to be our 624 on the way, which I'm really excited about. We have a 624 round. It's in a classic setting, so also would match the earrings we had earlier, so I promised that would be coming out to play. That will be here for you shortly. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour. It's only about 23 minutes away. We have Mandarin for you. We would love your requests, so please get those in. Any requests at all, anything you'd like to see. I'm actually going to show you something rare that we don't see very often. Plus, our highway ring is here tonight. Our all diamond highway ring is also here to make a very rare appearance. But I want to show you this. This is so much fun. This ring feels like one of those, it feels like it's got movement to it, doesn't it? It's a moonstone. Look how pretty this is with the bow design. And it's a carat 03 moonstone. One of those, it was just the other day. Remember when we saw that designer piece with that bright orangey color moonstone that had the cat's eye? Well, this is really what it typically looks like. It's 112-6421. And it's that ribbon, that bow. And then you've got, don't worry, this is going to change as it moves. Do you see? It's so ethereal. That's really, I think, the best word. It feels celestial, but also ethereal, because there's this glow that it kind of looks like a colorless stone at first. And then you get this glow of bright blue, bright purple. It kind of looks like Paraibas and tanzanites are emanating from within the stone. That is moonstone. It's a carat of 3 on the pear shape, plus 61 points in diamonds in your bow, down the sides. It takes a cabochon cut and adds a little, I wanted to come in real close. I wanted you to see the depth of the bow. It's not like it's one-dimensional and flat. It's got this beautiful ribbon-like style to it. We're so excited this is here. But white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, I know it's our only moonstone, so I'm gonna make sure it goes. And it's not cloudy and it's not hazy, but it's delivering a lot of those cooler colors, right? The blues and the greens, the little bit of aquas, the golden purple, the purples, and those really cool looks. But it is amazing how you just look down and go, that's colorless, and all of a sudden, boom, there are those really cool colors that come through. Let me show it on, because I think in a lower light, you're gonna see, yep, a little more. Now it looks almost like an entirely purple pink stone with a little bit of neon like turquoise coming through. So it's really unique. It's just it's a fun stone to own. It feels a little bit like a mood ring, right? Back in the day, those weren't usually, they're not made of natural stones, but this is a natural stone. But it still has that shift where we talk about this all the time. We bring rare color changing stones, but those you have to really wait, and you rarely get to see them change color, because getting into incandescent light is a little more unusual. So usually you're probably just at home playing with a pen light and seeing it that way. Actually seeing your ring change color is tougher. I kind of like stones, whether they be color shifting or moonstones like this, that can show you different colors just every other minute, right? Every time you move to a different light environment, every time you see it from a different angle, whether that be the profile or straight on, it looks a little bit different than it does in another light. So it's always changing, it's always shifting, it's always giving you like a personality. And we're gonna blow it out right now. It's easy, it's affordable. I just want somebody to be able to get moonstone when you never get to see these stones here. And we're gonna make the $3,399 ring with all that beautiful bow detailing. I think it's so feminine and pretty. And then the moonstone is intriguing and mysterious and alluring, and we're gonna make the whole ring $999. Just go ahead, $999 on that one, and that's almost 2/3 of a carat in diamonds to go along with it. So from $3,400 to $999, that certainly seems like a lot better value, does it not? So that's a way to try our moonstone, and it's the only moonstone we have. So that's a good one. And then we've got Big Ruby coming up in a little bit. We've got one of our best here in the ruby category. We've got some mandarin, Colombian emerald, some color change garnet, speaking of color change. A really, really rare orangey yellow sapphire is here. We had the Padparasha earlier. Still have an orange, yellow, golden color sapphire to get to, but your requests are paramount. They are vital. We need to hear from you. We want to know what you're looking for on this Wednesday night. How about our highway ring with a carat 22 in diamonds? Chic. It's classic. This is a ring. And I know that there's a million versions out there, but who else is going to give you VS diamonds like we can? Here's the highway ring that we have. And again, we're only about 20 minutes away, 18 as a matter of fact, from the big tanzanite. The 6 carat round is coming up. But look how beautiful that is. And yet, look, winter time ready, because it's sitting low profile on the hand. So you do not have to take your ring off and wear your no jewelry in lieu of gloves. You can just always wear your fabulous jewelry. So that's important too. All right, coming up, moonstone, back to it, $999. Anybody on that one, let me know. We got to roll. We got a lot to do here tonight. And I'm hoping we're going to get requests in, because I do need your requests. Got to have exactly what it is you're looking for. We need to hear from you. What is, if there's anything from the last couple days, weeks, months, years, doesn't matter. Say the word. You might be surprised that we might have the piece you need or something very similar to it as we get into that holiday gift shopping season. But here's the other thing. Really, really cool bangle coming up. One of our favorites, one of our best, one of our classics. I think it's must have, and I don't say that about much, because I don't think any jewelry is must have, right? It's not. But it certainly makes everything a lot more fun when you can look down on your hand or wrist and see great fine jewelry every day. No moonstone, huh? All right. I know, we didn't tune in tonight expecting to see moonstone. We never see it. But it is exciting to bring it to you every now and again, just to show you that if we're going to bring you something, we're going to bring you that quality. And even on our moonstone, a very unique, very, very glowy stone, we still bring you that best of the best which is so, so important. Yes. Oh, good. Is she taking a moonstone? All right, so let's move on. Moonstone gone. And then, honestly, we're going to have to show you here this beautiful round Congolese. This is one of those, I think this looks a lot like our copper ring stones we've been seeing of late, but it's rubellite. So clean, so rare, and yet a brand new source out of the Congo, 112-6698. Call me now, because a stone that pretty is not going to stick around. It's just a certainty. We know that. We understand that. And everything's going tonight. And there's good reason why. I am discounting everything. That's what's so crucial. I'm going to be doing 11 shows in 12 days. So I'm going to be with you guys pretty much. I'm going to be with you for the rest of the month, for every show for the rest of the month, all throughout, all the way up till December 2nd. I'm going to do every show here, including Fridays, our online show. I'm going to do the next couple of Fridays for you. So I'm excited about that. And so we'll talk about why. There's a very, very important reason why I'm doing the Friday shows. So again, make sure you join me this Friday and next Friday. And I'll be here on Thanksgiving and all that. So, yep. So here we go. I know. Sorry, Mom. I know. I'm getting blacklisted from my family, but what else is new? Here we go. 112-6698 is our big time 18 karat gold ring. 257 on the Congolese rubellite. Shining, brilliant round. 66 points in diamonds. And I'm going to need a one caller just to say yes right here and now, because I will make this $69.99 masterpiece a lot more affordable. Here's the problem with rubellites. They're very, very rare. And I say this all the time because it needs to be understood. They get their intense specific color usually because of a lot of inclusions, a lot of characteristics in the stone. That is not what's happening here. This has all of the color we want to be a true rubellite, those reds, those hot, hot fuchsias, a little bit of purple, and yet it is clean. It is brilliant. It is so powerful. I want to show you it sits up a little bit higher so you can stack with it. I love this next to a Wonder Ring. 18 karat gold, we did upgrade. That means so much as far as the value of this ring, and there's a reason we do that, and that is to really, again, suit the stone beautifully. There it is from a distance, double halo, split. The shank is just, again, really split only here, and that's what I mean by it sits up. You see how it kind of levels up straight up there to put that double halo platform up a little higher than the band itself. And we have got one, and I promise you, prettiest rubellite I think we've had. And I've had, probably 200 rubellites in my 8 years here. Had a number of them, but that's the thing. They never get high clarity. They never get to be rounds that sparkle with that beautiful Portuguese cutting. And it's not going to be 69, 59, 49, 39. I am making sure everything goes. It's all got to, and it all will. And it's because of values like this where 60 seconds we could probably sell it. But then you're going to have, I want you to have a little extra saved so that maybe there's more jewelry you can shop for throughout the night or throughout the month or throughout the week, whatever it is. But this is not going to be 39. It's not even $29.99. I don't even understand how this could be happening. At $29.99, done deal, right? We're going to make it even better. Really, 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 I mean, just spectacular value. These are why these one-of-a-kinds are going so quickly. It's not even $29. And this is the rubellite to own. If you are the most detailed, oriented stickler for quality ever, well, that's why you're here, is because we're going to always please you. But I think that's the other thing. It can be a tough stone where maybe rubellite's been on your radar, but you haven't found just the perfect one. If you are, you know, of that perfectionist mentality, this is so it. And it's not even $2,500. It's $24.99. That's it. That's all. And it's going to be, for only one caller. So that's why you call early. And let me know again what we can find for you. I have a brooch here with some papyrusha. I have a color change fiend pendant. That's something I know a lot of you ask about. A big panther style with a sapphire. We've got Paraíba pendants. I mean, you name it, we've got it. But again, still awaiting that first request of the night. So I hope we will be able to help you out. So that's really, really important. And that's a one, I would say a good one there to pick up. And then we've got some big opal pieces. I've got our best pink imperial, a huge kunzite pendant. You name it, we've got it. That's the thing. You can test us and we're gonna have even the most unusual pieces here. And that's really the key here. So $24.99. Okay, let's keep on going. We got a lot to talk about and a lot to do. And we even have a golden pearl strand. This is our new markdown. This was 10,000 bucks. This was the, oh yeah, remember this one, guys? The golden pearl necklace. Now I know. At $10,000, I agree. I think that was too much money. I just know that that's not usually our kind of forte. What I'm looking at here, though, I just want to point out, this is one of the most designer clasps I've ever seen us do, with that almost like stardust look with the diamonds that are actually set within the clasp. They're burnished into a satin finishing in the clasp. That's the strand. They're huge pearls. These are all 14.5 to 13 millimeter South Sea pearls. Just want to let you know, this is available at a discount. It's our one and only. That's it. It's going to be 10 points in diamonds. That's all in the clasp enclosure there that stays in the yellow gold. It is a 17-inch length. It feels more like, I will say, it's going to wear more like a 16 and a half because of the diameter of the pearls. When they're bigger, it moves it back. So does that make sense? It's kind of like when a ring gets wider, you have to go up in size because there's more width to it. This is because the diameter of the pearls is so large, it's going to sit just a little bit shorter than a 17-inch would if it were just a basic chain. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's what it looks like from a distance. I'll show it to you on the neckline. It's really a stunning piece, and yeah, that's going to be, you see our largest pearl is going to be right in the middle, so I've got it there so you can kind of see all the way around, because why not? I want you to really see how beautiful and golden and consistent those colors are. These are, I said it the other day when we had our pendant and our earrings, I reminded you that this is not, it can't be judged the same way we judge white pearls. It's not the same thing. This is the most high value of pearl because they're natural of this color. This is not typical. White pearls are typical. This is not. And that's the big difference here. This is a super rarity. It is like having, I mean, this is really like if I said, I have 20 karat yellow diamonds. Oh, and I've got 30 of them because there are 29 pearls in this necklace. And it's going to have that diamond weight throughout the clasp enclosure here, for the record, because nobody ever knows how to open this thing. So let me give a little public service announcement and show you how that works, because if you're just going, how'd you just do that? There's a little V-shaped hook that actually goes into the clasp. So you put the hook onto the little, like you see there, it's a little bit of a, kind of like a little link there. It links onto that V-shaped hook. Then for security, you push this in to the closure so it disappears. Do you see that? So for those of you that are tugging and pulling, don't do that. It's all going to be no tugging necessary. You just open it up by pressing down and then unlatching that hook. That's how this works. Okay, so now that we've given Pearl Closure 101, now you know what to expect. This is what it looks like from a distance. We've got a new markdown on it. It's not 17,000, it's 1123228. I want to show you on the close-up. Why not? Got to show you here too. Let's drape these pearls and see how consistent the necker is. We're not talking about big old, like, you know, there's obviously some little naturals there on each one because they are natural South Sea pearls. But it's not where there's huge divots or craters or anything like that like you would typically see in pearls of this size. So 1123228 is your item number. It is going to be 13 millimeters is the teeny tiny smallest. For the record, the large pearls we had the other day were 10. So the smallest pearl in this entire necklace is 3 millimeters larger than what I brought to you the other day in a pendant, in a earring. Those were 10 millimeters. These are far larger than that. And so the smallest one is 13, the largest one is 14 and a half. We're gonna give it away because that's what we're doing, making sure somebody can get it and somebody can get it because there's only one, and it stays with that closure, which is that yellow gold clasp that you see there. I'm gonna show it to you here up close because I think it's one of the prettiest we do, with that satin finishing and then the diamond set within it. That is going to be, and we'll just walk you through them all. There's the largest one there. There's 14 and a half and 14, and then they're just gonna graduate from there. And within that, there's gonna be, of course, it's not just 13 and 14. I think a lot of people think we only see those two sizes, so we figure it's one or the other. There's a lot of different 13 and a half and 14 millimeter between that. We're gonna blow it out. First caller, it's our new markdown. It's down from $17,999. Once again, it is a 17-inch length. It sits like a 16 and a half on most necklines. That's usually where you want a big, chunky, wild pearl necklace to sit, right there at the base of the neckline. But it's not gonna be even $10,000. And this is a first for us, and this is just rare. 29 individual pearls here, really remarkably rare. And we're going to make it only $5,999. Then we've got our highway ring still to come. Bottom of the hour is coming. That's when we show you our tanzanite deal, which is going to be wild. Then we've got a bangle coming up for you as well. It's a really good bangle. Half bezel set. We love this one. It's not opening for me, but oh, there we go. Okay, finally. Must be a first time ever seeing this one. So how about that? $59.99 golden pearls. Let's see who's got it. Okay, so that's going to be it on the golden pearls. Love that. That is just such a beautiful piece, and it's got those really beautiful, consistent pearls all the way through. Look at that. That's lovely. So there's every one of them, and you see how there's a little bit of variance, but that's only something you see because we're super up close. When it's on the hand or on the neckline, like you're going to see next, it's going to be, obviously you have that consistency there among your golden pearls, $59.99. All right, we're going to go to our Paraíba pendant. It's our 5 carat 90. Let's show it up close here. And it's going to be our big time pendant here. This one's going to be a huge $590. That's a cushion cut, bright green. Look at that stone. Great neons to that one. We still have our bangle coming up. We're just moments away from our round tanzanite. Here's 112, 6120. That's our 590 with 8 points in diamonds. Just 2 diamonds there, so they're good size stones right there together. And we're going to make this really, look at that wild color there. Isn't it pretty? Now it's going to sit like this. This is a great hidden veil too. It's part of the design. So it just sits like so on the hand here. You can see it here. We'll show you the size. We'll show you on the neckline. Hopefully that'll help you out. It's our 5 carat 90. That is copper bearing material. So keep that in mind. That's the copper bearing bright neon, as bright as they get, 1.25 inches top to bottom. And then you've got the diamond weight. It is 8 points. So like I said, 2 stones, 4 points each. I can do that math. Look, she can do math. That's going to be what it looks like from a distance away. And yet, pop your favorite white gold chain or diamonds by the yard on with it, and you are good to go. So let's take a look at it close up and get you great value. Who needs a discount on a Paraíba? Okay, let's make it even easier than $89.99. I got some blowouts here. I mean, what am I going to do? We got some old inventory sitting here that I got to make sure it goes out. We got to move a lot of jewelry tonight, and we only have 95 minutes to do it. So this is the one that's not going to be 8 or 7 or 6 or 5 or 4. We're going to make it better than $39.99, and we're already looking at one of our better Paraíba values we've ever had. And I'll make it even better for you right now. That one's going to be just $3,900. You know what? Skip it. Not even $39, $38, $37. Let's make it $36.99 for our $590, and that's it. That would be it. That would be all. Let me know who's got it, and I think we need to show that purple Paraíba. It is so breathtakingly gorgeous. It really is. With all the baguettes, the round tanzanite, of course, is on its way, and then we have so much more. I don't know. Big tanzanites are here. I even have a 19 carat 65. It's in emerald cut in a pendant. We got some drop earrings. The bangle is here. I know this is the bangle that's the must-have. Stackable, all of that. We're going to show that after our tanzanite, along with our highway ring and major Congolese stones on discount. $36.99 for a 5 carat 90. Who wouldn't want to have that in their collection when it comes to those really rare tourmalines? Okay, here comes our round. 112, 67, 37. This is the show. If I could do one 3-hour show with one ring only, it would be this ring. Because, well, it's perfection. It's perfection and rarity all in one. It's been a long time since we've seen anything like this. And I know this is what everyone's waiting for, so it's kind of like, why wait any longer? Let's just get it out there and get it to somebody who's been eyeing this one and waiting for the perfect round, which we do have. Already the earrings sold already. We saw round earrings go tonight. Here's 112-6737. It is a 624 round. Museum reserve. Yes, it is. And it's going to have a carat 36 in the diamond weight to go with it. So really large individual diamonds. And here's the problem. As any museum reserve is, it's a $99.99 price tag. That means just, you know, $1 less than $10,000, and that's going to make most of you go, oh, excuse me, I expect better. And for all of my value snobs out there, I hope I have turned you into a spoiled, rotten value snob, because if I haven't, then you haven't been shopping with me long enough, because hopefully that's exactly what we've done, is take everybody who loves great jewelry and make you expect a different level of value, expect better quality, expect better value, expect everything all in one so that you can enjoy and own the pieces you love the most, like this one. And it's not going to be, well, this is what gets so crazy. It's going to be auction time because I got to make sure we have these phone lines still working. Let's make sure they're operating and running, and let's make sure we get this a home when obviously you know it's last call in the rounds. We had the earrings to match earlier. Maybe you have a round. I know I had the pendant just on Monday. We loved the round pendant. We loved that. Now we've got the round and the ring. Look at that up close. Every single diamond, by the way, even down the sides, is the same incredible size. They're huge diamonds. The halo, the diamonds in the band here, only 3 on each side. You can change the gold if you want to. If you want to do yellow gold or rose gold, instead you may. We are the only home for Blue Wing Block D, and now you're looking at our very, very tippy top best, and they're here, and they're limited, and they're only here because we've sold out of everything else. So this is your last call to get one in Museum Reserve, and now it is not going to be $99.99. That's where they always begin. That's where they always start. We did that where it was 10 carats or under, it was $99.99. If it was 10 carats or over in Museum Reserve, they tended to be $15,000 or more. So here's a chance to pick one up and get a steal. And there is something special and elite about a round. They are supposed to be more money. Yes, they are. Any stone, by the way, any stone on the planet. If you get a round as opposed to oval, cushion, pear-shaped, trillion, emerald cut, you name it, the rounds are supposed to have a far higher value because they're such a wasteful cut. We all know that. That is a given. That is a certainty. What you're getting here, though, is taking the very, very best example of this material that's ever been mined out of Tanzania and making that's what you're choosing to willingly waste? Doesn't make any sense. We're going to make it better than $9,000. Come on in. We're putting it on the auction block tonight. And I'm going to go $5,000 to start on this one and get you a 624 in the round. This is not just any mounting. This is the 136. Think about that for a second. I know we see a lot of great diamond weights here. But when we're into a carat and a third plus, that's important. That's an important mounting. And let me show it to you on the hand because we're going to need this one to get a home. Come on in. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. $5,000. $4,000 to open. Let's do that instead. Major Museum Reserve. I love seeing this one stacked. Put it next to that 5-stone band we had the other day. How about next to the 7-stone band or the Wonder Ring, the most famous ring guard in the world that is right here with us? Well, that's the one that goes with it. If you want to add, if you want to give it another carat or 2 in diamonds, you can do that. It's not going to be $4,000. 39, 38, 37, 36. We need to move it right now, and this is the major, major round we love, and this is the one that dazzles and gives you color at the same time. Sometimes it's a give or take, and you have to give one and give another up. You either get the round and get a little extra sparkle, but you sometimes have to give up saturation and red flash. This is the stone. You have it all happening in one. How about $3,500 to start with 60 seconds to get the open? And an incredible $10 increment to make that easy as well, so that you can stop in and you can get the open, or if you're not the first one to get it started, that's okay too. We're not going to ask an arm and a leg to keep you in on the auction. So how about that? For an important piece and a great way to go in white, yellow, or rose gold, you will get to decide, and you don't pay a penny for any of those extras. That's how we roll on a Wednesday night. And we're still awaiting that open. Okay. No open on that. Stop the clock. I refuse to leave it here. I will not, and we're already below cost on the piece. If we were to sell it at $3,500, that's below cost. That's already too low. So here's what we're going to do on a Wednesday night, but I'm going to ask one thing from you guys, and that is we don't need to advertise or talk about how low we went tonight to get this done. The key is, and the important thing is, that we get it done. And what that means is that fabulous ring has to find a home here tonight. So I'm going to make sure that happens, and we're not going to go 35 or 34 or 33 or 32 or 31. And this is classic. If you even, like there's a lot of people that have, some of you have 50 different blue wings at this point. Some of you have 2 or 3, and that's wonderful. I'm glad we've been able to make them affordable enough to where you can do that. But for those that just want one great stone, and you need one great stone that's timeless and forever, that's going to be comfortable and wearable in a great size, that's still large and impressive and gives you the wow factor but doesn't overwhelm the hand, I think this is it. And yet it's not going to be $3,100. Apparently not. We're still seeking an open. We're going to go $3,000 to start. $3,000 and $10 increments. We're leaving that there. And need to hear from you now, because this one, not going to be a lot of participation on the auctions. You know, we don't have most of our viewers on these Wednesday nights or Thursdays or Mondays or most days. So again, this is when you go ahead and use that auction to your advantage, because it is. It's a huge advantage you have. And we are looking for $3,000 and I don't have it, and that's the ring of the night. So shame on me for putting it too low, and maybe you think that can't be that good if it's a $10,000 ring that's suddenly the same ring as $3,000. But it really is. It's just a matter of we got to get it at home, and we know you're here for a value. And that's a great ring. That's a wonderful style. That's a classic. So even if you were thinking about giving it as a gift, maybe sharing tanzanite of the blue wing block D variety with some other jewelry lovers in your life besides yourself, this would be, I think, a foolproof way to know they're going to love the design, know it's classic through and through, and here we go, no open. Okay, guys, well, I'll move on. We got a lot to do here. We do have a cashmere. We got some great earrings here as well. So many great ideas to show you. We've got some fire opal. Any requests, they're welcome as well. I hope you'll get them in, and we can show you all the pieces you want. But you know what? If you want this one, I'm just going to blow it out. It's got to go to somebody. And I know auctions have been weird lately because we just haven't been doing them, right? So it's just, it may be what's necessary and what's required here. I'll make this $2,999 to the very first caller. I'm going to give it 60 seconds, and if it stays, I take it. Because I have been here for 6 years showing you blue wing block Ds. I've been here 8, but I've had blue wings for 6, and I don't own one yet. So it is time, don't you think? So maybe this one's got my name on it. It's up to you, but $29.99, I'd rather somebody out there get it tonight and get you that great value, which is so ridiculously affordable, especially when there's an incredible diamond weight there. And we've got fire opal coming up. The highway ring is here. We'll do some crazy things. But this is your moment to take advantage of that one at $29.99. So it kind of gives me the heads up now that no auctions are going to happen tonight. That's okay. That's okay. It's not an auction night. Can't do it with 10 people. You just can't. It's not. It's a tough ask. So we're just going to give away some jewelry, but somebody's got to take that ring because it is outstanding material. It is one of our best. We have 30 seconds until that price has to go back up to $99.99. There's only so much money I can lose in one show. And I've been doing it for a long time. So I've certainly lost a lot of money here on a lot of jewelry for a lot of years, but that is next level when it's museum reserve round. If you ask me, that's the perfect size for every day. Really is. We got our first request. All right, good. We'll work on that. Fire opal coming up. We got a great fire opal in a pear shape. Highway ring, the diamond bangle. Well, there's a lot to get to, but this is the thing. If that's something you want to own, tanzanite, blue wing, I got earrings, I got pendants, I got rings, but they're all bigger. They're all bigger. They're all quite a bit more expensive. This is a great way to go if you want a really important tanzanite. We have our best ruby here as well. I'm going to show this one more time in the hand because we are verifying. We're going to give it a final 30 seconds. That needs to go and get a home right now. $29.99. Such a superb value. That's it. The rounds are a ton of money, but we are not asking for that tonight. So $29.99 for all of that. White, yellow rose, no problem. We'll size it for you. I would stack a ring. I have a deep affection for what I have dubbed the Wonder Ring, which everyone has copied and everyone has imitated, but we made the original. The OG was right here. We made it first. And it's something I named the Wonder Ring about 7 years ago. And I'm going to tell you right now, this would just be perfect with it. If you want to add 206 more in diamond weight. And then you'd be wearing 3 carats and a half in diamonds. And that's okay too. Or you can wear it on its own as it is and it looks great there too. But $29.99, somebody's got to get it. I refuse to leave until that one's gone. That's just got to go. Got to go. Can't let values like that stick around. And you've got the money back guarantee. You've got time to get it at home, put it on your hand, wear it around, think about it. Decide if it's for you. See the color in person that everybody goes crazy for. See what everyone's talking about, how it looks so much better and bolder and brighter and more neon in person than it ever does on camera. And that's what you're going to witness when you get it at home. Let us ship it to you. Let us change the gold color. All that free. Get in your size so it's ready to wear. And the bangle is amazing. We have the most amazing bangle. And a highway ring. So we got our all diamond pieces here. Look at that. That's a cool piece. Many, many, many rows in diamonds. Here's the fire opal as promised. 112-1730. Wow. Yellow and white diamonds. Let's give this one away. Time for this fire opal to go. Item number is, 1730. It's a 415. And then it has 8 points in yellow diamonds right down the middle with 51 points in the white diamonds as well. And that is one glowing bright. It's a 415, but it's going to look more like an 8 carat or 9 carat. That's what they do. And there's all the information to go with it. So how about 59 points total weight in diamonds in two-tone gold? No decisions to make there. You got it going on. Look how, you know, it's almost, I shouldn't have put this up. I'm supposed to show you the best ruby here, and I think this looks better. I've got a $25,000 ruby that's a carat and a half in size, and honestly, this looks better than it does. I mean, it's the fact. So before you go spend $25,000 on a carat and a half ruby, you might want to consider this one. Is it a ruby? No. But is it a stone that's going to look like the best in ruby? Yeah. And it's got that orangey red glow, yet it's completely clean and transparent. You see all the way through it. It just is a dynamic stone. We have the pear shape. I love the little addition. It's not too much. It doesn't overwhelm, but a nice touch of yellow diamonds there on the sides of it as well. And that is fantastic. And we have one. It stays as is. We're going to size it for you. Let me make it a really easy deal right now. First caller, $49.99 ring. That's how much you should pay. We got a whole better deal going on. And it's going to be $1,599 instead. So $5,000 to $1,599. Send it on out. We're going to do some real quick, like rapid fire deals here because we've got a lot of great pieces I want to show. And I know we're kind of going to tap into whatever it is you're looking for. Have you guys seen this panther with this big sapphire? The panther has claimed ownership to this very big 2 carat 80 blue sapphire. That was a very expensive piece. And now it's not. So we'll bring that out to you as well. And then a Congolese wheel. We've got a huge discount wheel as well. So lots and lots happening, but $15.99 and still awaiting that first request if you have one. I'm awfully excited to show you this pinky purple Paraíba. It's gorgeous. And then we also have the emerald we have, the color change garnet. We've got some good ones. Don't forget our blue zircon from earlier is still here. And then I do have, this is our purple pink Paraíba. I just can't say enough about this one. 6565 is the number. All the baguettes. I know it's been our hottest stone of late because you guys know the good stuff and it's rare. And you've got certainly a rare stone here with 112-6565. It's a 328 purple Paraíba, ultimate elongation. And this is why we chose to go all out. Let's make a custom mounting. Let's give it a double row in all baguettes. Let's go amping up the quality of those diamonds, give you the incredible tapered baguettes that go all the way around ×2. So to take an already large stone and make it even larger and more prominent, give it that wow factor. It's here, but it's not going to be, this one's a huge markdown. And it's 220 in diamonds, and then this is the finishing on the inside. I adore this piece. That's one of the largest diamond weights we do here. At that 220, it is outstanding. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And it's one of those that I just think for our purple Paraíba lovers, and if you're a fan of the baguettes, I would say if you're not typically a fan of baguettes, I think this ring might change your mind. It might prove to you why you want to seek out the baguettes now because, well, we don't usually see such a large array of them like this, but we see what happens when they do their thing. And that's like a mirror-like look that every single one, imagine, mirrors of diamonds. That's what it looks like. You see how it just transitions one from the other. Every surface area of the stone shines. And this one's got a markdown from $18,999. And that is a true purple Paraíba, so it's got copper content, but we can call it Paraíba because it's purple. If it's green, blue, or blue-green, or purple, those are the only 4 colors we can distinctively call Paraíba. This one's going under $89.99, $10,000 already off the price. And now we're making it even better. And the first caller takes it, and I know it'll go because, well, 220 in diamond shouldn't be this price. This is all custom made for this stone. Everything about it custom. Everything about it complete. Every diamond identically matched, and one of the brightest, most purple, because sometimes they lean a little bit more pink. This one's got much more purple to it, almost complete in the purple color, and it's $5,999 only. That is it. And then who asked for our emerald from Monday? Hi, Daryl. Daryl, we've got the emerald coming out next. And it's our Colombian emerald. I did have this Monday night, but it was late, so I think he wants to see it one more time. And that, suddenly we have taken, I think that may even give the tanzanite round a run for its money as far as value is concerned. And reminder, it stays in the white gold, but look at that finishing. And how about that angle to see the clarity of that stone? Because this, of course, is a very important view to see the stone, which is copper bearing. So it's tourmaline, it's copper bearing. It should be filled with inclusions. And yet, where'd they go? You can't find one. You're looking at it through the inside, which should show you that's the way it's almost like you're putting a spotlight on any and all inclusions because you don't have faceting to hide them. Yet it's pure, pure clarity. That is an outstanding piece, and that will go $59.99. We've got to go to our emerald next, which is going to be our men's or ladies' emerald. I think it can be either or here. It's also got great finishing and a very clean stone that is also type 3. This may not be tourmaline, but the green barrels that are emeralds, they're also type 3 gems. And this is going to be item number 112-1512. It is a one only as well. Men's or ladies, we're going to come in closer on the 129 with the 36 points in diamonds that come wrap around it. One thing about this stone, and it's not unusual for emeralds to do this, they always do. They're always going to look larger than they weigh. But I would say on this one, instead of looking double, it looks more like 3 times because if we look even, I mean, heck, I'm going to show you an extreme example. I happen to have the 6-carat tanzanite still here that's got a more traditional density, and there's not a whole lot of difference in size between a 6-carat and a 129. So that's where, again, it's facing up much larger. We all know that a 3-carat emerald would cost a lot more money. So it's kind of nice that you've got a stone that's not just looking like a 2-carat, but more like a 3 or 3.5. Because if that were a 3.5, I have them here in our inventory. They can be $40,000 and $50,000 for that size of emerald. So here's the way to go about it. Get a great piece finished on the inside. I'll show that to you again. We are changing the gold if you'd like to. There's what the finishing on the inside looks like. And then you've got that great sheen of all that mirror finished gold. That the diamond weight is actually cool because it ramps up. It's not on one level plane. It actually comes and up and around and then down the other side. So you get some interesting dimension change to that ring there. And it's only going to be, well, the glow is coming through loud and clear. We always see that, is that up close you're supposed to see every little nuance of your stone. From further away, you really see the impact it makes when it's got a high clarity, how it's glowing. And it's not going to be $3,000. It came down from $69.99, by the way. That's where it started. This is one of those higher end emeralds of all that we do. And yet it's not even going to be $69 or $3. We're not doing $29.99. Did have this Monday, so it's a little recap, if you will. And it's only going to be $2,699 for one caller. And Daryl, if you have been seeking an emerald, especially one of a greater size, well, that's why it's so shocking to see that size stone under $3,000 in a very large and heavy mounting. Like anything that can be qualified as a men's ring means it's got a really good amount of gold to it. This certainly does. $26.99 first caller. And we'll give that 30 seconds. And then I think we're going to have our highway ring coming up. And don't forget golden pearl strand. I've got some, ultimate luxuries here tonight, no doubt about it. But there's a lot of big markdowns for you as well. So if you want the purple Cooperian, if you want the Panther piece, if you want the rubellite we showed you in the round earlier, they're here and they're fabulous. So we encourage you to think about any of them. We've got some Congolese stones. I want to show you our museum wheel that's going to have some big markdowns and some really high-end museum pieces as well. And then we've got more tanzanite on the way, but all the big sizes are here tonight. Nothing in the smaller sizes except for the 6-carat, which again, medium size, I would say. And then here we go with our bangle. Bangle on the way. So Daryl, let us know if we can release it to someone else. That'd be good to know because I know everyone's very polite around here and we like to wait till everybody sees it and, let the requesters get first right of refusal. So, but $26.99 is impressive. Let's get to our bangle. Our bangle is sensational. And this is one of those that even if people who don't wear jewelry, this might sound like absolutely ridiculous, but if people don't wear jewelry, because I hear it all the time, oh, I love watching your show, but I don't wear jewelry. I gotta say, this is a bangle that, and I know it's gonna sit unevenly here because it can't sit evenly with the clasp here, but forgive me. It's gonna sit how it sits, but I wanna show you here how it's gonna look because this is the one that everybody wants, the bezel. The bezel set that makes it so easy to wear, smooth and seamless across the sides, so it's never gonna catch on anything. Like a lot of people shy away even from bracelets because they're worried about catching, snagging, sharp edges, things like that. That's not gonna happen with this bangle, which is 1110353, and note the very old item number that goes back to an era when it was developed like 7 years ago, which is awfully nice because I think we all know that gold was less, and diamonds were less, and everything was less. Except for when you shop here. We're gonna make this actually less money today than it was when we built it. And that was all those years ago, so long ago. And think about it, guys, that was like 2017 when this was made. And this is the one that has a lot of gold weight to it too, because it's the bezels. That takes a lot more gold. So 85 points in diamonds, each and every one, all across the top. We we have one bangle that goes all the way around. I think it's kind of pointless, because usually we don't see the underside of our wrist. We're all looking at the top. So given that this is an oval shape, all your diamonds are right up top where they should be. It's 85 points in diamonds as well. And yet, what do we know about bezels? Bezels always make the diamonds look bigger. So that's the good news, is those diamonds to the eye look a lot larger. Now they're gonna have a hinged closure. There are 2 figure-8 safeties, which I'll show you here. There's a little button here, and this one's brand new, so it's been a real struggle to open it up and close it, but that's how it opens now. So you see there's a little tongue and groove closure. You slide it, insert it, and then it pushes together just like that. Then you're locked and good to go. Now you're gonna go ahead and latch those figure-8s for your extra security, because then it's not going anywhere. But this is, again, how easy it is to put on. Open it up, put your wrist, I always like to go through the side here because that's the more narrow part of the wrist, and then latch that together, and you can line it up with 2 or 3 fingers here like I just did, and that's how it looks. So that's your look at it from a distance away. This is a great stackable. I would really truly say, for anybody who says, I just want kind of simple elegance, maybe you're new to the jewelry world or new to bangles or new to bracelets, here's where you go. 85 points in the diamonds. We go sleek and mirror finish, still sturdy and heavy gold on the inside, and then bezel set diamonds on the outside. This is an average size. I wear a 6.5-inch bracelet. This is gonna be my fit. I'm gonna go with the average. If you wear up to a 7.5-inch bracelet, get the average. If you wear a 7.5-inch bracelet or larger, go with the large size. It's only 10% more. I'm gonna give you, since most of us are gonna wear the average, I'm gonna give you the price tag on the average here, and then it's just 10% extra if you need the larger size in white, yellow, or rose gold. But here is, look at that, smooth. Sweaters, not gonna matter. Gloves, not gonna matter. I live in California, so we don't wear gloves for warmth. But I do wear gloves for fashion, and lately gloves are having a moment. So I love some designer, Italian-made gloves that are like lace and things like that, and for fashion, just purely for fashion. And this is never gonna matter. It's never gonna snag, it's never gonna catch, because that's what annoys me is all my jewelry goes every day when I want to accessorize with gloves, I'm putting jewelry aside. I'm not wearing the rings and the bracelets, because why? Usually you're gonna have it catching. That's not the case here. It's smooth to the touch. That's the beauty of the bezels, not to mention they look so much larger individually. So that's a really good look. So that's how it looks from a distance. Then it pops right open, hinges on the side, you latch it closed, and here we go back down to the wheel. This is where I think you need to get something special that you're gonna wear every day. And stack doesn't mean put the other bracelets away. It means stack this with your other bracelets. Stack it, enjoy it, wear it all the time. You've got the mirror finish through the back as well. And yet, ooh, look at that too. That's even important as well. The bezels are finished so nicely on the inside. So that's smooth against the wrist, against that skin that we don't want pinched, and we don't want, anything that's, I've been scarred by bracelets before. I have the scars from modeling jewelry over the years. It sounds crazy, but I've got literal scars from trying on jewelry, because sometimes bracelets pinch and then they really hurt, and then it's, kind of leaves a mark forever. So this is where, again, no worries about that. It's your everyday wearable piece, super easy to wear, super elegant, no matter if you're more modern in aesthetic or more vintage or estate or classic, it doesn't really matter. This is a style that works every single time for every single gal, and it's not even gonna be $39.99. Huge value when you consider where gold's at today and how much a bracelet like this should cost you. And it's not gonna be $39 or $29 or $19.99. Come on in and get a couple. You know, who was it the other day? Ginger said she had 7 of our designer bangles. 7 of the same bangle that no doubt she wears and mixes and matches and stacks together. And you know, that's the thing. You can wear a lot of bangles at a time. You can wear it with your line bracelets, your tennis bracelets, your other bangles. It all works. It all works together beautifully, but this is not going to be $19.99. But the point is you put it on and wear it every single day. Whether it's white, yellow, or rose you love, it's also not going to be $19 or $18 or $17.99. This is a better price than it was when we first made it 7 years ago. So I don't know how you can pass it up for value when basic gold bangles on their own are going for $20,000 and $30,000 right now, and there are no diamonds in them. That is incredible to think about. This is the better value, and this is just, again, high style but classic. Everybody can wear it, and we already have 2 gone, and it's not $17.77. Going even lower, get as many as you want. It makes an unbelievable holiday gift idea as well because she's going to love it and she's going to wear it. And that's the thing. I get nervous when I receive jewelry because I'm always like, I'm very particular about jewelry. So you want to wear the piece you receive all the time, but you really want to love it too, right? Because then you know, have you ever been in that position where you've received a piece, you're going, I received it from such an important loved one, so I want to wear it all the time, but maybe it's not your style. This is the bracelet that is guaranteed to be loved and going to want to be worn every single day. And that's what makes, I think, anybody excited as a gift recipient, as a gift giver. Everyone will be excited about this, and it's not even $1,700. We're going to make it $1,699. Very first callers. We only have a couple left now because we've already been busy on these lines. So this is the time to pick it on up. And lots and lots and lots of great jewelry still here too, and only 1 hour left in our Wednesday. So again, last call for requests. Get them in. I've been harping on requests all night. Hope you'll get those into us. Let us know what you'd like to see. And this is one of those classic must-haves. It's an icon. It's an icon. It's as much of an icon as that diamond bangle we do with the 7-stone style, the burnished diamonds. This has a few more diamonds, of course, at 85 points, and a lot of gold still, in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Obviously, that looks good in all the colors of gold. What we really see often is a lot of mixing and matching. A lot of people usually wearing different colors of gold together. Why not? Stack them away, put them together. This is what's so great. It's still got that one great edge, so it's really easy to stack. Jess, are you getting white, yellow, rose? Oh, good, a yellow gold. I wish I had the yellow gold here to show you. It's so pretty. I love the yellow gold. We're going to give it a final 60 because we have another white gold going out. I know we got 2 over here. So they got 2 white, you got a white, you got a yellow. So now it's getting there. Last call, $16.99, a must-have for anybody who wants to either get started with wearing bangles or add to the bracelet stack. Right now, you can't have too many bracelets on, can you? It's just all about the more the merrier. We hear that phrase a lot, but that certainly is the case when it comes to jewelry these days, whether it be rings, necklaces, or bracelets. So these are the pieces that you live in and you wear all the time. And I mean, truly, the day it arrives at home, you're putting it on, and it's going to be a rare occasion if you take it off. That's just an outstanding piece. $16.99. We have another white gold. So white gold's been very popular, probably because that's what you're looking at here. I wish we could have the yellow and the rose to show you because they're stunning as well. And who is shopping there? Hi, Betty. Thank you, Betty. And then we'll find out. Thank you so much. We've got Donna shopping over here and Cheryl's shopping over here. We'll find out who Andy's got on the lines as well. Don't forget about that rubelite round. Great looking rubelite round. I love this one. I'm surprised this one's still here. $24.99. So that's a really beautiful glowstone there. I hope you'll get that one. I'm going to show you a quick little museum wheel before top of the hour arrives. We're going to start with some emerald for the ladies. Our emerald for the gents is still here. And then here we go with our emerald. The ladies love it. And then we've got the unheated garnet. It's a color changing garnet actually. So it's that purple to red. It's got a little purple and blue now, but it goes to a red color. So very similar to Alexandrites. And then here is the orange yellow sapphire. It's a mix, it's unheated, it's more yellow than it is orange, I would say. And so here's emerald, here's color changing garnet, and here is a sapphire in a radiant cut, just stunning. So big stones, let's come in. It's been a while since we've seen like a museum wheel, and these are all qualifiers as total museum pieces here. Gems of gems, gotta love them. We have our yellow unheated. It's got just a touch of, I would say, peach. It's almost like a little touch of like a peachy orange, but very little. It's mostly yellow. And then that's going to be our carat 96. So it's a really good size sapphire. And then we also have the 169 over here. That's the color change garnet. That is going to be dynamic to start because they're usually brown. And I'm not a huge fan. I love them and appreciate them for what they do in their color change. But if they're brown, and they usually look brown, I'm sorry, but and I'm going to be probably disputed for this, but I just think out of the gem world, I just don't know if brown is the one color we always want to get in the gem world, right? There's so many beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. I don't think that a lot of people seek out brown gems, right? And sometimes there's really affordable options like smoky quartz. Well, a lot of the color change garnets actually start as brown. I like to point that out because this is anything but that. It's got that really rich, intense purple, blue, red. But again, still a color changing property, and that's our 169 with 90 points in diamonds. Then in the middle, that's our Asher cut in the emerald. Very clean, very true color here. Very stark green, grass green color. And that's a 92 pointer with 76 points in diamonds. So they've all got big, important stones in the middle. They've all got great diamond weights, and yet what does it mean? Museum must go. Well, it means that they're museum level pieces. They had some pricier price tags to begin with, like $49.99 and up. And they're not going to be anymore because we have to let all three go. And we thought this would be a more economical way to do it is just show you three pieces, let you choose your favorite, take them all. And you get one low price. They all get marked down. We're in the last hour almost. And that's it on our Wednesday. And here's what we're going to do on anything you want up there. It doesn't matter how low we go. What really is critical is that they all do go. That's the whole concept behind the must go, is that if you're going to spend the airtime on them and going to bring them down and commit to a discount, you got to go ultimately low. Why? Because we can't show them again. After they've been on the air for a low price like this, nonsense to bring it out and spend the airtime on it again. So this really is where we bring it that low so that it makes no case for them staying here. And all of them really kind of classic mountings. I'm going to make this easy. And that sapphire is unheated. Let's not forget that. Well, so is the garnet, and so is the emerald. So all I need right now is one collar, two collars, or three collars, because somebody could easily take them all. I think that's quite a collection you could build. And we're going to make this really simple. The unheated garnet, the unheated sapphire, and then, of course, the emerald out of Columbia, best of the best, bright color. They're not $49. That was the minimum price of any of the three. We're going to knock them out of here. They got to go. We're going to make sure they do. It's not $49, $39, $29, or $19. Take whatever one you like. They will go quickly because that's not where we're stopping. I would say the most exotic is probably the color change garnet. We have other emeralds and we have other sapphires, but the color change garnet in that color, that's a no-go. So here's where you take whatever you like. They're not 19. 1,800, forget about it. They're not even $17.99. We're going to make it even better for you. But this is where you got to call in early. We can change the gold color on any, by the way. So you have a choice of there. We got yellow on the left, yellow in the center, and white gold on the right side. So you decide how you want to mix and match them, switch them up. We do that for free. But let's make them $17.77. And this is already top of the hour. So our last hour of our Wednesday is here. We are anxious to hear from you, what you'd like to see before we go. We still have quite a few pieces from the show. So if there's anything that you are still thinking about, give us a quick call. We'll help you with those. But we would love to help you on that wheel at $17.77. That's a good one. 60 seconds left on that wheel, and then we'll move on. We'll welcome you to the show. Got a big top of the hour for you. And don't forget there's a kunzite. Big time stone. We got a 50, is it 60 carats? It's 57 carats. Just a 57 carat kunzite pendant. Tim, did you have a request for us or just something they're asking? Yeah. Request? Okay, good. All right, so let's move on. And don't forget, we have our $24.99 rubelite. Can't sit this one here. And we're going to do our highway ring is coming up. Iconic. This is the $24.99 Cuprian, or actually that was the rubelite out of the Congo. We have the highway ring next, which I know so many people are waiting on. And then big tanzanites. Lots of those. You know what? If anybody wants a mandarin, let me just slide this 338 in here. This one's got to stay in the white gold, but that is a ridiculously neon mandarin. And I'll make that $17.77 as well. If you want the 3 carat 38 mandarin garnet you see there in the pear shape, stunning design, lots of diamonds. And that one's only $17.77 as well. Very nice. And then don't forget our men's pieces here. Let me show you what's available from the show. This is going to be a wheel. Let me show you what we've got here. And they won't all be this price, but I want to show you what we've had in the show if you've missed it. If you're just tuning in here, the last hour's here, and a lot of people probably might just be checking in here. And want to show you what we have left. There's a morganite in a pear shape. There's a huge 1464 emerald cut. Here's our 1464 emerald cut blue wing block D. Here's our fire opal from earlier. I suppose I don't need to be zoomed that far back, but you know, we got a touchy zoom. So there it is. There's our fire opal. So again, some of the pieces we've had from earlier tonight, just want to show you what we've got. So if you're considering any, every single piece here is a one of a kind. So it's not like they stick around too long, but here's the emerald men's ring. That's a great set. So I think we could make a his and hers set there for you with those 2 rings and the Colombian emeralds. And then the blue zircon, a 1999 brand new 18 karat gold blue zircon is also here. That was here in the first hour, presented in full. And so those are just a few of the pieces we have left from the show. So if there's anything you want to know a little bit more about, how about that Cuprian, or rather that Congolese? There's the Congolese rubellite. Here's that really good morganite. Those are pink diamonds on the side, by the way. Here's that mandarin, and that tanzanite is something special. 14 carats plus in an emerald cut. We did get that one below $7,000. So everything up here is either $69.99 or less. So some great options. And let me see if I can add anything else to that wheel. Oh yes, our purple Paraíba. Oh, and our $9.99 Congolese blue-green. The earrings sold earlier, but we still have this ring, which is the Congolese stone with the blues and the greens. And then we also have the purple Paraíba with all those baguettes in this very special mounting. Look at this one, 220 in diamonds. So yeah, we've had a lot of great jewelry tonight. And there's a little recap of some of it. So why don't we just give, because all of these have been presented in full, every single ring up there. And we've got everything from $9.99 all the way on up to $69.99. What's amazing is the purple Paraíba here with the 220 diamonds is actually $59.99. I would have expected that to be the most expensive piece on the wheel. It is not. So there are some big values up here. And that's what I wanted to just kind of mention as we welcome you to the top of the hour. If you just tuned in, here's what you might have missed. In rings, we obviously have a lot of earrings as well, most of which are gone. We had some diamond earrings. We had some, the golden pearl strand and the necklace, but that's a lot of jewelry that is still here. So again, can't stay here. We have 55 minutes, and in theory, well, every single piece on that wheel and beyond has to be gone in the next 55 minutes. So this is where, again, 54 and a half now. So come on in. And if you have any questions, that's okay. We can bring up those graphics, try it on for you, show you all that you need to know about that. But that's what's so crucial is that you pick them up now, because when they're gone, they're gone. Nothing we can do about it from there. So last chance, 60 seconds on that wheel, and then we'll move along to our highway ring. And requests are welcome. All the way from $9.99 to $69.99. Tim, anything we can help you with? All right. And if you have anything you're looking for, price range, carat weight, stone, style, whatever it is. All right, let's move. 10 seconds. All right, coming up, highway ring. I'm going to move all those. $9.99, $16.99, $59.99, $17.77, $69.99. That one's $17.77. So is that one, the sapphire. So is the emerald ladies ring. Only $26.99 for the men's version, $19.99 for the blue zircon. And then that fire opal, $15.99 and $24.99 for the rubellite. Okay, so we do all that to come on in on one big ring. And we just had a lot of rings up there. And the fact is, we don't even need to zoom in that much to get into this highway ring, which is also, I think, as much an icon as our diamond bangle bezel set is. And the diamond bangle is still going out the door, by the way, so a lot of you taking advantage of that. I hope you will before we run out of time tonight. This is going to be one of those outstanding rings that we just don't see that often, and it's gotten very expensive to make, and we don't care. Today, I'm going to make sure it's the same price it's always been, and it's been a while since we've seen it, so I think you're going to be in for a treat here. It's 111-0608, so again, maintain that same item number for you to make sure this is the value of a lifetime. And it's going to be how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rows of diamond bands all coming together at the inside, and really keeps that separation and makes it a wider, more cigar band style. But instead of being solid, which can be uncomfortable for a lot of folks, it's going to be open work and then split and then comes back around to that sizing bar in the back. You have this great looking design. It really does, though, sing when it's on the hand. I would say it's one of those that looks great and all here, but you really have to see it on the hand to fully appreciate what it's all about. It is $122, but here's the thing. We get, and myself included, we get caught up in the idea of just framing every value based on a diamond weight. And we do really well at making diamonds really affordable here, even though we're only dealing with the best of the best in VS stones. But here's the problem. When you also have 5 bands of gold in a $2,700 an ounce gold arena that we live in today, and you've got 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, 5 different bands coming together, we have to take that into some consideration, that it's not just one ring. It's not just the weight of one ring or the weight of 2 rings. It really is the weight and the gold quantity of 5 rings in one. So before you think about the diamond weight alone in the carat 22, and that's how we judge it, let's think about how much gold it takes to create something like this. How beautiful and bold it is, how we can do any gold color you like. And here's what it looks like on the hand. And I would really recommend getting even a larger size and putting it on the middle or the index finger, because I think it works perfectly for that as well. But it's 122. Watch this. I can probably fit this 6 on my middle. It won't go on my index, but I'll show you how it would look. See how one side is a little bit more flat, the other creates more of that chevron. So you do have kind of a top and a bottom, however you want to look at it. So just be mindful of that when you do decide to put it on. I want to put it on the, this is what it would look like on the index finger, just to kind of hover it there to show you how that's going to look. And because it's so low profile, it really works. I think a lot of us avoid wearing those really big, high set rings when they're on the index finger because it's always getting in the way. So this one is one of those, I don't think you need to worry about that, because look at it. It's like a second skin. Even though there is a true textural difference in the way they overlap and underlap, you've got that great highway design truly, where it's not just one dimensional. There's a little bit of elevation to certain bands here, but it still sits really easily on the hand. So you can just enjoy it and wear it often, and have stunning VS diamonds that are all bigger stones here throughout. And we're going to take this down to an old price, like $39.99 from way back when. It's actually going lower than that. Please scout these in designer worlds. Please take a look at what 5 bands together. I mean, think about this. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Susan. I appreciate that. What's Susan calling for? Did she pick up something tonight? What'd she pick up? Oh, good. Thank you, Susan, so much, and thank you for your kindness. I appreciate that. You know, it's just been some severe laryngitis for a couple weeks that I still can't get rid of. So I'm trying, and I'm doing everything, and it's been a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job to try and get the vocals working again. But hey, they're here in some respects. So you'll have to forgive me. I don't sound great, but again, I'm working on it every day. Every moment of every day is resting my voice and steaming and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Nasal rinses and all that good stuff. So, and a lot of tea and a lot of honey and a lot of that stuff. So unfortunately, the only solution for laryngitis is rest. So it just makes it hard to do my job. So take a look at this. So thanks, Susan, and appreciate you. Here we go, $39.99, and I think we're going to test it because, again, I'm going to be with you guys every show from here on out for the rest of the month. So all throughout November. That means even, yes, on Fridays. Fridays online, yes. Friday's online for now, hint, hint, but I'm going to be with you this Friday and next Friday as well. So I'm going to be with you every single show throughout November. I'm going to be actually with you every show up until December 2nd. Will be my next day off. So we're going to test the voice here. We're going to go against the advice of my doctors, and we're just going to go full bore. But anyway, they don't know, but they just think, they're like, oh yeah, she's a TV host. She's just, that means like you read the news for 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like that. They're like, you're fine. Little do they know, little different. But anyway, this is not gonna be $39.99. This is gonna be a lot better. And all we can do is this: take it on down, extra low, make it disappear, send it on out, have some fun with the highway ring. And we'll make it a really easy deal. How about this? $1,500 for the whole ring. $14.99 for the whole ring. Let's go even lower and make sure this is now your new, I think this is the index finger ring that you've been waiting on. The right hand ring you've been waiting for. Maybe it's going to be, did the air just kick on? Like, why? Let's not do that. No, it doesn't. We don't need air. This is going to be a better value than $14.99. Let's send it out. This is lower than it's been ever historically. So it's a great time to pick it up because, well, why pay more? $1,399 only. On that one for the highway ring, 5 bands. I have to look at it this way. If it's $13.99, and did anybody do this math? Because this is how I think. If I divide that by 5, because there are 5 rings zigzagging back and forth, right? It's all together as one, so you slide it on, you're good to go. But that's $279.80 a band. I cannot make a diamond band. Think about it, guys, and I'm not telling anyone anything they don't know, because I know you've probably seen this show once or twice before. You've seen us have diamond bands. We've shown diamond bands. Do I ever have a diamond band for under $300? I don't. I literally do not have a diamond band for $279. That's how this breaks down. So again, going back to value, going back to why is this so low? Why is this a price lower than it was? Well, because it's the holiday season. It's the season of giving. And we know that we only have a few days left in November. Black Friday will be here before you know it. That's the day after Thanksgiving. That's next week. So we're talking about, we're starting all these discounts now so you can get a jump start on not only gifting for everybody else, but also for yourself. I just love how that breaks down. $279 a band, I can't do that. Can you imagine if we had a band up here with solid gold and diamonds and I offered it for under $300? We'd be sitting here all night long with 300, 400 backed up calls. But I can't do that. And now essentially this ring is that, and that's what really shows you that value. There's a lot going on in this band. And no matter how you look at it, yes, it's all 5 together, but there's still 5 rows in diamonds, 5 rows in gold, all coming together that make this beautiful style that is an icon in the jewelry trade. Yes?
Marcy, she's asking you if you could try this ring on with the moonstone ring side by side.
With the what?
With the moonstone ring.
Oh, together? Okay, like stacked, or you mean side by side? Sure. Very, very different rings, Marcy, I would say. I would not put them in the same category, but let me show them together. I'm going to show the moonstone and the highway ring side by side. That's what they look like together. Very different. Obviously, this being our highway ring, this was the style we had earlier for $9.99. It's a gorgeous, that's a moonstone, but I know its reading is very purple, aqua blue tones. It's a moonstone with a bow design with the diamonds as well. Isn't that pretty? $13.99 for this one. This was here earlier at $9.99 if anybody missed it. So there are the two side by side together. Very different rings, both with some personality. Obviously, the bow is going to sit up quite a bit higher because it's very dimensional. The 5-row style is going to sit a little more flush to the finger there, but that's a great way to go either way. So here's the deal. We've got the highway ring, so hopefully that helps her out. I don't know if she meant stacked together. It'd probably be too awkward to stack them together on the same finger, but it's a great way to go if you want a highway design ring at $1,399. Okay, we're going to get to our next panther piece. This panther piece is a little more than the typical panthers, because what the panthers usually do is have a lot of little pave stones together. This is also a huge center stone, and I mean really, really huge center stone on its own with the panther design. And the panther is lovingly holding on to this prize of a sapphire. It is item number 1125067. And again, it's our last 40 minutes tonight. If there is anything, and I mean anything, I can bring out from our entire TVON inventory, please give me a call at that phone number and let me know what it is, because I would love nothing more than to show you exactly what it is you're in the market for tonight. And if not, if there's nothing in particular, then sit back. We've got 40 minutes of jewelry, this being one of the more artistic pieces we have in 18 karat solid gold. It's also a 280 cushion cut blue sapphire. That is the main event. That is the star. And then the rest of the Panthers all done in diamonds, sapphires, and rubies. And that's going to be a mix of 30 points in the princess cuts. You see, that's what's so unique. Usually it's just round brilliance. Instead, it's the round brilliant diamonds pave. And then you've got the princess cut sapphires that are all bezel set. And then you have the rubies as the eyes. And of course, the wraparound tail design. Really interesting design here. Very pricey. It was $99.99 once upon a time on our show. And yet you've got a carat 65 in diamonds. Did I get to it all? Let's see. 18 karat gold, 280 in the individual sapphire, 30 points in the princess cuts. Oh, the ruby weight is 1 point. And then you've got a carat 65 in white diamonds. So a lot going on here. No doubt about it. There's a lot happening. And that's why it was $99.99 for that Panther piece. And the ruby accents, which are 1 point. But we can probably just call them rubies. That's a lot of diamond weight, and that's a really big sapphire. And that's why it was $99.99. That's why we're going to get away from that, is because I'm not going to sell it tonight for $99.99 if I try. It's just not that kind of night. And it's designer, couture level. I mean, you know who this is. The designers who make the Panther jewelry are iconic. They're iconic for a lot of different designs and looks. They do a lot of different things. But the Panthers, but I will say even what they do, there's nothing quite like this, where you get that one big stone. We've seen a couple Panther designs. Yeah, we love them here. But it's usually a lot of pave work, not one big individual stone like this. This is a very different ring, and really boils down to that really large stone here that is a massive, almost 3 karat sapphire. That's a big deal. And nobody loves it because it's $99.99, but I'm changing the price tag to a brand new. This is one of those museum meltdowns. Now, for the sake of our jewelers, please do not let this stay here and have us melt that down. Can you imagine the labor it takes to take that thing apart, to take all those stones out and melt down the gold? We would much prefer this just go out in its completed, fancy, spectacular state. Let's let this be the designer piece that you've always wanted, with a big sapphire, which is September's birthstone, in the Panther that is very unique and very, I would say, much more detailed than every other Panther we've brought. That, look at that, all the way down, 3/4 down the side, go to the back. Then we're going to show you here. Let me pop it so you can see that sapphire really, really well. Here it is on the hands. You can really, I mean, it's defined. You can see very distinctively the way the Panther's hanging onto that sapphire. It's not even half of this price at $49.99. What a value already. And that's just because we know big sapphires and what they go for. They're not inexpensive. And this is not going to be $99.99. It's not $49.99. That is half. We can all do that math. But I'm taking it even lower, and this will go, if it's not gone already. Because this is where I just wish, I'll tell you one thing I can't stand about TVON. We got onesies. We can't help 20 people or 10 people or 5 people. This is it. One only. One person gets it. One caller owns it. You'll be ecstatic to get this stone, even if you're just getting it for the sapphire alone. The 280 sapphire should be more. It's not. It's not even $49 or $39.99. We're going lower than that. Got to grab it. I'll make it $2,999. There, done. It'll go. We have to do that. I can't set our jewelers. They have enough to do. With taking that ring apart would be asking for a week of their time just to disassemble it. That price ensures that it goes out the door. That is just way too low for a piece of that stature. And $29.99, who will get it? One only. And by the way, did Marcy choose the bow ring with the moonstone or the highway ring? Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. And 30 seconds left with our Panther sapphire combination. That's a good one. That's a cool piece. I just think 280 sapphire, well, if that were sitting on a solitaire band all by itself at $29.99, it'd be gone. And now to get so much elaborate diamond weight, the sapphires, the mix of the round brilliant diamonds with the princess cut sapphires on the sides, and then the rubies in the eyes and that sapphire. I mean, it's just, that's a good one. That's a really stunning piece. And we have 3 huge Congolese stones to bring down for you. We'll do those. We got the big ruby. And then, guys, I'm out of jewelry. I need to know what you're looking for tonight. What can we show you? This is it. I mean, you can name anything. Name a classic, name something exotic. We can bring it on out. But there's just too little time and too much jewelry already gone. We got to make sure we show you whatever you're in the market for. Last call on the show. We've only got about 35 minutes left. This is the time to let us know what you're looking for. There's Barasha in platinum. We've got a million great items, but we would love to know what you want to see. But that is an amazing, I don't know why that's here. $29.99, our poor jewelers. I'm sorry I couldn't get that done. That's a good one there. Lowest price that'll ever be. Let's get to our Congolese wheel. So the ring that we had earlier for $9.99 is still here. But the thing is, we've got 3 of our larger, more museum pieces to show you. And the great news is that we opted to take all 3 that are left, put them on the wheel all at once tonight, and mark them down and look at where we start. Hello. And if you're kind of idly watching and kind of half watching, and that means not watching, take a look at your screen, because these are some of the prettiest stones we could ever show you. And actually, I'm going to change up the oval over here, because we're going to build our pear and our emerald cut and our oval and bring them down in price. And you just let me know which one of these 3 you have to have. They're the big ones. They're the big ones that start at $69.99 and up. And now we're going to make sure every single one of these one-of-a-kinds are going to go. Look at that pear shape. First of all, we're going to walk you through some carat weights here. This pear shape is lovely. They all have that same blue-green kind of combination, don't they? So blue-green mix, out of the Congo, newer find. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights. We'll go left to right here. The pear shape is our 658, and it's got some really big princess cut diamonds on the side at 37. Next up is the 670. Oh, we're going to work our way up here. How nice. That's the 670 with 71 points in diamonds, classic halo, and then the largest is the 678. But see, there's only a couple of points of range here. So they're all really similar as far as the carat weight. So really, truly, you're picking which one based on the design, based on the shape, the cutting, everything you love about it, and they're all coming down to one crazy low price. All you have to do is pick your fave. Which one is it going to be? But they will not be $69.99, best news of all. And all 3 I would expect to go. Now, as far as diamond weights go, we've gone over the carat weights for the centers. Let's go through the 37 points here. Again, those are larger individual stones, though. Here's your halo, 71 points, and then we've got the 90 points over here. So that's going to be, again, your choice of, they're all one-onlys. I know there's a lot of us that probably are eyeing that emerald cut. I love how the oval on the right, it's almost like the colors are a little bit more segmented, where it's almost like your blue goes through the middle of the stone, and then it's more of that bright, kind of like a little more bright apple green on the outsides. There's a really good blend in the emerald cut and the pear shape. They really blend the blues and the greens together. Either way, they're not going to be $69.99. No, not even close. What a day to be shopping. What a, my thanks to you guys. Boy, what a night to be here and shopping some great values and getting some discounts. Am I right? Some very special pieces here, and yet none of them going to be $69.99. And we still need your requests if you have any for the end of the night here. 34 minutes left in the show until we sign off. We'll see you tomorrow night. I'll see you on Friday, and I'll see you on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and then I'll be off on Tuesday. And then we'll do it all over again. So I'm very anxious to be with you guys, especially because I know we have a huge contingent of Friday night fabulous shoppers on our Fridays. So I'll be with you guys. And there's a big announcement happening on Friday that you're going to hear first on Friday. So that's why I'm with you. So I'm going to be announcing that on Friday. So that's why I'm going to be here, is that on Friday night, we have a very big announcement, huge, that's going to reverberate through the TVON world. So big announcement on Friday online. So if you want to be the first to hear it, join me online for that show at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Question is, will I be here at 5? I haven't done a show at 5 o'clock ever. So I'll be here at 5 p.m. Pacific. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know. So you know the schedule this week and throughout November and all the way till December 2nd. And then some very Big things are happening. I'm going to have pretty much a big announcement every single day I'm with you guys starting on Friday. So here we go with our last call on the Congolese, because we haven't yet done what we need to do with the price tag, right? We need to bring that price down. So I'm going to do that now. They're not 69. Come on in. We'd love to hear from you. And again, only 30 some minutes left. So we got to roll. Got a lot to show you, a lot to do, but this is not going to be 69, 59, 49, 39, 29.99. Remember, these are all over 6.5 carats, every one of them. They're between 6.5 and 7 carats each on the centers, and they're beautiful blue greens. They look for the world like neon paraibas, that's for sure. And they're all one only. So let me know which one you love. Then we're going to try them on. We'll bring up the graphics. But you get a better savings. And I wasn't supposed to go to $29.99, but that's what's happening right now. And don't forget about that panther with the blue sapphire. That has got to go. That panther piece, got to go. Please don't have our jewelers take that apart. That is so amazing. How about 28, 27, 26, 25? Well, $2,500 is already below the price of the mounting, so we're kind of at a stalemate situation here where we've got stones that are highly valued that should not be free. And right now, they're free. They're free. You're saving a bundle on the mountings themselves, and we're going to take the $25.99 even lower, and we're starting to get busy on the phone lines because I don't think anybody saw this coming. Well, you're right, because I didn't see this coming, because this was not supposed to happen, but desperate times, desperate measures. End of the show is here. We've got to make sure that all three of these do go. They will go. And now it might as well be like a museum trio, like a museum must go Congolese trio, because that's where they're going, even lower than $24.99. How about that? When we're talking about the best of this material, those are the larger sizes that are always the premium price tags. And tonight, they're not even $24.99. Take whichever one you love. Honestly, there's a design up here for everybody. The emerald cut stone is where my eye goes. I just think that is magical. When you see the way this picks up the light and throws those colors back to the eye, look at that. Some exquisite clarities on stones that are type 3, typically heavily included, and yet they're not even $24.99. We'll blow them out for $2,399 a ring. That is it. They will go, and then we will get a move on. We got a lot. We got 30 minutes, and we've got only one piece left to show you, and that's the big ruby. I don't know, though. The ruby it's very, very important. But listen, $25,000 piece, we can sell it for a lot less. The ruby, what do you think? It's the highest end ruby we have here. Is this the night to put it up? Probably not. But I'm going to fight fire with fire, and we're going to put that best of the best Burma ruby out of our private collection. It's going on the wheel next. And it may be the last piece of the day, because it's all I have left unless you have any requests or any recaps or anything else. That's what I got. So $23.99, any one of the Congolese. Let's give it a final 60 seconds. We'll find out who's got what. Let me put up the graphics for you once you've maybe given us a little bit of, if you can narrow it down to either the pear, the emerald cut, or the oval. We can show it on the hand, put up the graphics, make sure, again, 6.5 all the way to 7 carats. And then the diamond weights differ based on the design itself, but don't want you to miss out on these pieces at $23.99. They're too good to be here. And that's the problem, is that we brought them way too low. There's a close-up on them. Look how beautiful those are. And any questions before we go? 43 seconds left. Look at that. It doesn't even almost matter what it is. When you see that stone on your hand, you feel good. You feel proud. You know it's important. It's almost just what it is and where it comes from and what family it belongs to is almost really just doesn't even, it's irrelevant to what it looks like and the color and the beauty that stone brings. It's impressive. 15 seconds. Tim, any questions on those? All right, we're moving. The big ruby is coming out to play. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but it's the only thing we haven't tried. Is the highest end piece of the day, the best ruby in our entire inventory. I'm going to collect and gather those because maybe we're just waiting for this. Premier, best of the best, Burma, and it's private collection material. This is what it looks like. I wanted to give it a good polish there, and look at that. Wow, what a ruby. The item number is 112-6215. Call it what it is. The individual best stone we have. No question about it. And yet, it's going to take some magic here. So 6215, let's see. 153 on the private collection Burma Ruby. It's a big size. 179 is your diamond weight. It's one of the biggest mountings we do. And then you've got the finishing on the inside all the way through. That is under gallery at its best. 179. That is an incredible diamond mounting. But we're keeping it classic here with the diamond double halo, round brilliance, even the mini rose in the pave. On the sides, you can choose the white gold, the yellow gold, or the rose gold. Now, here's the thing that's challenging about rubies. And I don't even quite understand it, because as long as I've been selling rubies, I've been so blessed to sell only 2 varieties in all my 23 years of rubies on television live. And that is Burma, and that is the Mozambique. The Mozambique are kind of the newer stones you see sometimes, because most people can't get their hands on any Burma, so Mozambique's been like the next best thing. There's a lot of rubies that come from all over the globe. They are usually very dingy and actually not all that red. That's kind of the trick with rubies, is that we think of rubies. When we grow up, we hear about rubies. When you're a little kid, you know about sapphires and rubies and emeralds. They're kind of the big 3. We know what those stones, what colors they are, and we know what they look like. But when it comes to actually owning one and affording one, it's really tough to get the best of the best out of Burma. And that's what we carry, and that's what we bring, and we're really proud of that. So that's why we dressed it up with a carat 79 diamonds. That's why we're bringing this spectacular value to you. That's why we're going to take it down from $24,999 and make it a lot more affordable than that. And here's your clarity. I mean, that's what it's all about. It looks like a red diamond, which is probably, most people say, the rarest stone in the world. I would concur. I think a natural red diamond that looks like this would be the rarest stone on the planet. For the record, I've sold a lot of rare stones. I've never had a red diamond that was natural. So, you know, it's one of those that is exceedingly rare. That's almost what this looks like. We don't expect our rubies to give you any clarity. We don't expect them to give you any transparency or even translucency. You do not expect. They are usually opaque, cloudy, hazy, burgundy, and that's it. And they're still highly valued. That is why we plucked this out of the private collection for you, why it has a $24,999 price tag ordinarily. It will not be that price here tonight. That's the beauty of it. And we're going to make it a lot more affordable, and it's only for one caller. And I have a feeling it's going to be a little desperate, because we got to move it. Because I've shown you literally every other piece here on set today. I've shown you everything. So this is the moment to pick up your ruby, because my goodness, it's the best we've got. I want to just also make this point. Watch as we see it from far, far away. And did that turn brown? Did it turn purple? Did it turn orange? It's exactly the same pure red color and clarity that it was when we were giving you a 10 power magnification up close. Same clarity, same color, same exact look from a distance when it's on the hand versus up close. That says it all. And maybe it's not for the ruby beginner, but it is the best you'll ever get. And I challenge you to find a Burma stone anywhere else on the planet. And yes, that includes those of you that want to wander up and down Rodeo, Madison, Fifth, any of the big stores and the big designers. Very rare to find them bringing Burma. We are one of the few that can offer it and do. And when we should be saving it and we should probably be keeping it, we're not. We're bringing it to you at a value like this one is. Call me quickly. It's not even $20,000. I will blow this out. I want to make sure that this gets a home here tonight. That's my only goal here for the next 25 minutes. Listen, if it sells in 2 minutes, then we've got another 23 to show you something else, maybe your request. But we're going to wait until this goes, because out of everything I've shown you, and there's a lot of great value we have here on a daily basis, there's been a lot of great value tonight, but I have nothing that is going to exceed the value that this is right now. So, well, not now, but where I'm taking it is a different story. It's not 20,000, it's not 10,000. Come on in, don't miss out. That's the other thing, because when everybody sees this, it's going to be very busy on the phone lines here, because there's one thing we know about rubies of this magnitude is they don't go for cheap. And we, especially when we add a carat 79 in diamonds, and now we're going to change the gold color for you. We've got the inside fully finished. We're going to do the sizing for you, ship it to your door for free. And best part is, I think, is that there's no tax too for most of you. If you live outside of California, no tax. So that also really helps, because that saves you a bundle of money. It does. And here's what we're going to do instead of $99.99 or $88.88 or $77.77. I'm in giveaway mode, and this is the one I would like. Out of everything in our inventory, this is a major privilege to be able to say, let's give this one away tonight to one of our callers on a Wednesday night, and we're ready to make it happen. It's not $69, $59, or even, nope, it is not going to be even $4,999 at 60 seconds. We would give that away. It would be gone. Hold on before you say yes. I will make you a better value. I will make it the deal of a lifetime, and it really is. And this is ruby at a very big size. But what's more paramount is the color and clarity. It is not about the size as much as it is about that complete transparency you have all the way through that stone. And the fact it's not even $49.99. And that automatically should be gone. But it's a quiet night. We know that. It's a Wednesday night. We've only got a few viewers. We know that. We know that. We already know. So this is what we have to do instead. And trust me, it will go. Because there's one thing that I cannot keep from you guys. You guys are too smart. You're too savvy shoppers. I cannot keep a value when it goes down to its literally pennies on the dollar price tag. It's not going to stay here. Because even if it's a lighter audience night or a late portion of the evening, values like this do not stick around. They can't, because we have too many smart shoppers that know, even if they're in the resale business, even if they're in the trade, even if they are manufacturers like we are, everybody knows the value of a ruby of this quality, which is usually priceless, sitting on a museum shelf somewhere under halogen lights in a bulletproof case, glass case. That's where it usually is. You're getting an opportunity to own a classic, a giftable. Maybe you're giving a ruby to somebody you care about for this holiday season. What a beautiful gift that would be. It's not going to be $49 because it's still sitting here. And again, on the hand, the clarity that just comes through is second to none. Not $49, $48, $47, $46, $45, $99. We're going to take it even lower. And this is where, again, I've been selling this mounting for a long time. This mounting doesn't go for this price. And by the way, we've only had it with a 2-carat yellow diamond, a Paraiba, and what was the other stone we had in this mounting? It's very rarely seen and very rarely used because it is such an elaborate amount of diamonds overall, but every diamond in it is so significant individually. So it's a really important mounting, and it's not $4,599. Let's move it. Come on in, guys. I'm going to blow it out right now. It's not even $4,500. How about $4,499 only for the most incredible ruby we have? I mean, truly, there's nothing else like it here. Nothing. This is the one to own. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get higher quality in your origin, your beautiful clarity, the gemmy glow it's giving, and the fact that it's natural. That's the other thing. These are huge, huge elements to consider. And when we're at $44.99, and guess what? It's still here. I'm in a world of hurt here. And now I've done everything and then some to the ruby ring that you could ever ask to be done on our most significant and classic. That's the other thing. So many people say, well, I'd love a Paraiba, but I've never heard of it. There's a lot of rare stones we bring, like Paraibas and all types of tourmalines and rare, rare garnets that a lot of people don't know because it's not what we'd consider a household name of a gem. Ruby is that household name. It's just there's so many different thousands of levels of quality. There are literally hundreds of origins for ruby, thousands of different levels of quality within those origins, and yet this is the tippy top best. And it's not $44.99 because I'm still waiting. And at this point, even if you want to toss the ruby, I can deset it. I can send you the ruby, but like literally take it out if you want it for the mounting, because honestly, that would be something to consider here, is getting it for the mounting by itself, because no mounting of that kind of stature is going to be that price tag. It's not $44. How about $43.99? We're getting desperate here. How about $42? $41. The ultimate ruby. I love rubies because they're significant to me. Everybody in my life that I care deeply about seems like is born in July. I love ruby for that reason, because I like to wear other people's birthstones. I don't really wear my own birthstone, but I love to wear significant stones for that reason. Maybe it's a July birthday. Maybe it's that beautiful color red that you just know is that powerful color of confidence, of life, of really, like, again, love. I mean, it's a powerful color to wear. We know that as women. We know wearing red has a certain power about it. And this is the way you wear it. Maybe not head to toe red, Maybe this is how you decide to wear your red. In that unbelievable, undeniable pop of red color in the ruby, and it's not $4,100 or $4,099 or skip $4,000 altogether. I'm truly making this the deal of a lifetime, and we'll see who's got it. $39.99, that's it. And it's got to go. And it will. It has to go. And we'll sit here until it does, because there is not a value, and we have vaults that you can walk into, guys. We have literally vaults that are so large. They're not like vaults like a little safe like you have in your home, right? These are vaults that you walk into that are the size of rooms in your home. And we walk into these vaults, and we have vault after vault filled to the brim with incredible fine jewelry. And yet we could go through all of it and not see a combination of quality and value like this one is. This is the absolute ultimate when it comes to your quality and your value together in a ruby. Take a last look, $39.99. I cannot believe it's here for this price, but obviously we're trying to move one great piece before we go, and that's the piece I would love to see go to you. And with all that said, all that value built in and all that quality you're getting, you still have a money-back guarantee. So if you're new with us and going, I don't know, because that's exactly what you would say. Anybody in their right mind would say, that's too good to be true, honey. But it's really happening, and so let us prove it to you and get it to your home, in your hands. Yeah. Oh, the panther piece. Thank you, Sheila. Enjoy it. What's that? I'm very happy for her, because I see that panther and I think high style, design, and personality, and I think, Sheila, you're going to agree. Enjoy the panther piece. It's gone. The ruby is not gone yet. $39.99, the ultimate ruby. Classic mounting. I think you could feel good giving that to somebody else as well if it's someone really important, because you know that's a mounting that is beloved. Double halo, side pave diamonds. I mean, really beautifully built on the inside with that under gallery. All of our Congolese stones are still here, by the way. If you'd like to get any of those 3 Congolese stones, I'm so glad our panther with our sapphire found a home. It's beautiful. And this one, got to go. It's got to go. All right, so we're done with the show almost. We have 15 minutes. So my question is, what would you like to see before we go? Is it the Paraíba with the pink and the white diamonds? Is it the emerald ladies ring or gents ring? We had both. Is it the Congolese stones, maybe a tanzanite drop earring? This is it. Look at that Paraíba. That was $79.99 only for our carat 44 with the pink and the white diamonds. Highly recommend that one. We did have golden pearls here earlier as well. The golden pearls were awfully nice, weren't they? They were the golden pearl strand. We got that down to $59.99. I still think this needs a look. This is our rubellite out of the Congo, round. That's how some people ask, well, rubellite sounds like ruby, but they're not the same. Rubellite color on the right, ruby on the left. So you can see how those differ, because rubellites are not really a pure red. Pure reds are really reserved for just a select few of the ruby world, and you are seeing that right there. Oh, what a piece. Again, if anybody needs it for the mounting, I am a little bit stunned at the moment. This is still here. The ruby ring is still up for grabs for one caller and one caller only. Once it goes, it goes. We're at the 14-minute mark in the show, so not a lot of time left. I would imagine that's going to be gone before the night is over, probably in the next 60 seconds, because we already have 2 people verifying. But this is the one to get if you would like to get the ultimate in ruby. Can't say enough about it, obviously, because here I am still talking about it. Otherwise, I would have moved well on. There are certain pieces that I'm going to dig in a little bit on, because just having, it's the fault of having done this my whole life, pretty much, is just that tells you there's a value here. There's something going on with this ruby ring that it would be a shame if it doesn't go tonight. Because again, you see pieces like this ordinarily, and they're $25,000. That's not even a price tag we see all that often. That's a steeper price tag, but I wanted you to know where this is at ordinarily on our show, because that to me is what value is all about. How do you know it's a value unless you know where it started? What it really truly should be in price tag versus where it is tonight when we have our last call on this one. So last chance, last call, $39.99 only. We'll see who's got it, because it sounds, I know we've got all these people verifying, so it's just a matter of waiting to hear who's getting it officially here at the end of the night. And that is just as special as it gets. And once you see it at home, and by the way, it's a 9 on the Mohs scale. So speaking of wearability, even if you think that's more of a special occasion piece, well, that is up to you. How and when you wear it and how often you wear it is entirely up to you, of course. But It is a piece that can stand up to daily wear. Because remember, the diamonds are a 10. Well, the only thing underneath diamonds on the Mohs scale as far as hardness goes are rubies and sapphires. And they are a 9 on the Mohs scale. So they are as durable almost as diamonds. So that's important to remember, is there's a lot happening there for durability that's going to make it very wearable for you. You do not need to shy away from putting that on your hand and enjoying that, even if it means on the daily basis. You can do that. And let's talk about our Congolese one more time. I've got our $9.99 Congolese stone here. Sounds like Tim maybe I think we're verifying now, so it's going to be gone. Don't wait too long and miss out on the opportunity entirely, because then it's that, why did I wait? Why did I wait? I know the value's there, and the value can't get any better. I can't take another penny off that price. If you were to offer me $39.98 and change, I could not do it. This is far, far, far below our cost. And so that ruby, just verifying right now. Let's see if anybody wants this Congolese. Now we have the trio of the 6.5 carats and beyond. This is the smaller 74 pointer that we did bring you at the top of the show. 112-6701. Just wanted to recap that for you. It is $9.99. So a big, beautiful 3/4 carat pear-shaped stone. Couple of different settings for your diamonds there. The pave and the burnished. So 2 different setting styles that make that band so unique and interesting. And then the pear shape. And white, yellow, or rose gold, you will decide. But that's one of our few under $1,000 pieces here tonight, so I would highly recommend that one. Don't forget, we did have, I think we still have the Morganite pendant. Is that still available? I know we had a couple available, and I think last I checked, we still had 1 or 2 of those available. It was the round pinky purple Morganite pendant, so I'm going to show that one more time for those of you that joined us a little bit later in the show. And it's going to be 112-6692. And believe it or not, this is Morganite. It just looks, it looks more like a kunzite or a purple Paraiba, but it's our pinky purple. And that is a gorgeous Morganite, isn't it? And then it's a round. So all that gorgeous round cutting, that big diamond right atop it as well in the rose, the white, or the yellow gold. Tim, did you take our ruby? Okay, so we're verifying on the ruby, and then here's our last call on the Morganite, because this was here. And 6692, it's a carat 63 with the 3-point individual diamond. That may not sound like a lot, but then you realize that's just one stone. One diamond that's 3 points is a good size. In what I would recommend is the white gold. I said that earlier. I still contend that's best in white gold because of the color of the stone. Because it's more of that purple pink variety. I like it better in the white gold. I think there's a little more contrast there. But here's what we're going to do to make this one happen. It is $5.99. And last call on that one. It started as $14.99. I ended up, I could sense the need for values very early on today. This was brought down almost $1,000. So we got you $900 of savings to pick it up tonight. And it's our last call on that one. It's a beautiful round stone. Great classic mounting as well. And that is a good one. So that's one I highly recommend at $5.99. Isn't that a beauty? And I love the fact it's a bigger diamond individually, meaning that it's just going to really be the perfect way to finish off the piece here. Really, it's all about the round, the color of that Morganite. On the neckline, it's a color that's that rosier pink, so it really does lend itself to a lot of wearability as far as your wardrobe is concerned. I think it's a great gift idea. I do recommend maybe the white gold for a little bit more versatility when it comes to matching up a chain. So that's another thing to think about, is you're going to supply your own chain. So we do offer rose gold chains. So if you don't have one as of yet and you want the rose gold, you can certainly get one. But that's going to be a great way to go if you want the, I like the white gold combination. Because if it was the more traditional light peachy pink, I say rose gold is going to be the match. But given that it's got so much of the pink and purple, I think the white gold is going to be even a better look for you. And we are down to 9 minutes. So let us know if you have any questions. I'm going to show you a cashmere sapphire. The only thing rarer than the 280 blue that went out the door would be a cashmere. So we'll show that to you as well. And then don't hesitate to call us on anything you've seen tonight, including golden pearl necklace, big Paraiba pendant, padparashas, diamond earrings, you name it, we got it. So lots and lots still to get to, but of course, last call. And let me show you this really cool cashmere. This one is 112-2218. Take a look at this. This is going to be our cashmere with that lacy style mounting, and it's going to be our 28 pointer. That is an unheated stone, by the way. So a really important gem on all fronts. The mine hasn't been mined in 100 years out of the Pakistani region of the world, and Kashmir is the name of the mine. So it developed as a couple different colors of stones, blues, and then also these purpley pink stones as well, very rich jewel toned, a 53-point diamond weight as well. Feels a little bit like a lace, but done in gold and diamonds here. And yet it's going to be only, this is crazy to get a collectible like this is, so rare out of this mining venture that, again, if it's been over 100 years since any active, and it's not like we're talking about the stone and jump, we're talking about sapphires are still mined to this day. But this rare variety out of this rare mine that has been said to have produced the best in the world and unheated, that's a huge key here. That's extra rare. So it really takes you to a level of rarity you don't normally see. And it's our cashmere for $9.99. We just made it under $1,000 to get a cashmere sapphire. That is seriously one of those, we take even the most collectible stones in the world that really you have a tough time putting a price on. Because if you were really going to give it an actual comparison price, you would need to have somebody else out there who has cashmere. Well, those are typically in auction houses. So you could probably do a quick search right now and see when the latest cashmere sapphire sold in auction. Granted, it may have been a little larger, it may have been a blue instead of the purpley pink that we see here, but it's going to be a lot more than $9.99 even for a loose stone out of that cashmere region. And now this whole ring is $999, and it's not just the stone. It is set in a gold band with over a half carat in diamonds too. So it's $9.99 if you'd like to get that one. And yes, we are changing the gold for you. So whatever you'd like us to do there, from the yellow to the rose, and I don't think there's not a bad way to get that sapphire. That cashmere looks great in any gold color. So $9.99 if you'd like to get that. And then it's our last call on the show. Again, 6.5 minutes left. That's it. We see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Remember, you have to join me on Friday online because we have a huge announcement. So I will be with you on Fridays, which are the online-only shows. And that's going to be happening this Friday and next Friday. Next Friday is Black Friday, so you didn't think I was going to miss that, right? So we're going to have our Friday shows online. I'm going to have big announcements for you just about every day this week and next. So you got to be with us and stay with us and stick with us so you can be a part of all the news, because there is a lot of it. It's going to take me 2 weeks to get through all the exciting news. So that's going to be all happening. But $9.99 on this cashmere if you'd like it. Don't forget, we still have the rubellite, which is out of the Congo. That's one of those beautiful stones I really think needs a home before we go. And that's going to be this $257. Remember, this was 18 karat gold. I just still think that is one of the prettiest stones of the night. Had the purple Paraiba as well. But this is the round and just glistening bright color here. An amazing $257. That's 18 karat gold. So you just got a nice little upgrade there. And our cashmere is still here for the taking if you'd like it. But this one's 18K, 66 points in the diamonds as well. And it's our very last call on the broadcast on this Wednesday night. So please do let me know if there's anything else we can find for you or help you with from the show, because chances are it might be here. And yet this one, 66 points, double halo, diamonds down the sides as well. And the way it sits up, you can stack with it. Stack away, perfect for our Wonder Rings or any other diamond ring you like to stack with it. This is a great way to go. And take a look at that. That's a really stunning gem. That one's only going to be $24.99. And this is one of the rare colors. Remember out of the Congo, we saw those 3 blue greens earlier out of the same mining venture. It's one of our newer sources from the world's gems, but rare for it to produce any other color besides the blue greens. Same mine, same location. Yet look at the color and how it differs from those blue greens. So still tourmaline, still debatable. We don't know for sure, copper or not. If so, that'd be some of the biggest headline and gem breaking news in many, many decades. But again, we're going to go just based on tourmaline at the moment with some bright neon colors. That's a great way to get a, again, very distinct color. It has to be a specific color to call it rubellite. You can't call anything rubellite. It's got to be that pinky red. That one has that tone, and it's $24.99 also. I just think this needs another look. This is the 1464. Emerald cut, blue wing, designer 18 karat gold mounting. It is here. It's awesome. One of our most spectacular blue wings. Yes, it's museum reserve. That was $67.30. And that is going to be our 1464 in 18K, diamonds even through the gallery of the ring. And this one's going to be, well, it was $24,999, much like our ruby was as well. And this one is down to $6,999 if you'd like to get it. So we're in the last couple of minutes. We're back tomorrow night. Join us if you can. If you don't typically get us on TV these days, online. Always like to remind everybody there's ways to watch us, even if you are on the go or away from your TV or for whatever reason, not getting us on your TV. So those would be online feeds like TVON.com, Facebook, and YouTube. So $69.99 on the gorgeous. That's a good tanzanite. And then this is what I'm talking about for side detail. There's that profile, that beautiful, looks almost like a floral or a palm leaf that comes all the way up, meets up with that basket. You've got 3 rows of pave on the sides, including through the profile. Here's what it looks like on the hand again, so you can see the size, because that's important. You want to see how it, how can you balance? And I know this one's a little large on me. It's a 6, so it's a little bit larger than what I wear, but you really can, again, see how the size is very proportionate in the emerald cut. Even though it's a huge size in carat weight, still really sits beautifully, and it won't wobble at all when it's on your hand if you go true to size. So please get your true size on this one, and it'll fit just like so that every time you look down and everybody else that sees your ring, that's what they see, is that straight on perspective of seeing those amazing neons it has, those flashes of bright lights. It is like neon lights. It's kind of like not why we call it neon. We call it neon because it's glowing under low light, but it's got almost like a neon sign effect happening all the way through that emerald cut and never budges with the saturation. The saturation is as true through the middle as it is on the outside. That tells you everything you need to know about that tanzanite. And the fact is, it's the best in the world. Nobody else. Nobody. Even if they're asking more money, even if they call it something different, nobody's got the Blue Wing Block D outside of our broadcast. So that's really important to remember. It's that ultimate high level in tanzanite. So this is it for $69.99. That one should go. Here's the deal. We're here for a couple of minutes. Our phone lines still remain open for a couple of minutes after the broadcast ends. So what I would recommend is to pick up that phone, because you know there's something you're thinking about from the show. Call us. Call us. It's the best thing you can do, and then we'll help you out and we'll get you that item. And of course, in a couple of days, it'll be on your hand. You'll be able to evaluate it in person and hang on to that piece and enjoy it. So this is, again, big holiday season reminder. Every show is vital to be with us. I'm going to see you tomorrow night at 7. That's going to be our Thursday broadcast. I will see you Friday online only as well. So we've got big, big, big announcements happening this week and next that, trust me, you need to know about. So you kind of need to know about them. So be with us. Make sure you make a point to be with us here in these coming days at TVON throughout our weeknight and our weekends. And we've got some very, very, very exciting things. I think you're going to be thrilled. So that's going to be happening, and we'll kick that off tomorrow night. So be sure and be with me 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. And then as for now, we are just about to wrap up in 25 seconds, but our jewelry is still here. And this is where you got to call to make them yours, because our jewelry is your jewelry and soon to be in enough time. So give us a call. We'll help you out. Thank you again for being with us. Thanks for watching and shopping tonight on this Wednesday. And we hope to see you back same time, same place tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We kick it off. So be here right at the beginning. We hope to see you then. Thank you so much again from all of us at TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.